So this is a heavyweight clash in every sense of the word. 7 weeks after Furiusic, it's Ronaldo versus Mbappe in a repeat of the 2016 final in Paris. Back then, Eder was the extra-time hero. Tonight, we wonder which of the stars on show will be the man that matters the most. France in the white shirts and the blue shorts, the famous red and green of Portugal. Kept in play on that side by the very adventurous left-back of France, Theo Hernandez. Here's Camavinga, big night for him. A Champions League winner with Real Madrid, just like Tchouaméni, who's alongside him in this very good midfield. And there's Antoine Griezmann flipping one out to Jules Koundé. And the first bit of defending done in there by Ruben Diaz. Really good start from France, really positive, passing the ball forward. I love that blind switch from Griezmann. He knew exactly where Koundé was going to be. It's a great noise inside this stadium. Kante overcomes Pepe. Koundé didn't quite go. Antoine Griezmann. Randall Kolo Muani, and then swept away to safety by Manchester City's little dynamo, Bernardo Silva. Well, later this month, Taylor Swift's going to play 2 concerts in here. No doubt that Travis Kelce's going to be here too. But we wonder who are going to be the Chiefs in this stadium this evening, Owen. Will it be Portugal or will it be France?
Well, that's a goal, isn't it? You know, obviously winning the Super Bowl, you know, win the Euros, that means everything to these guys. Couldn't get any bigger players out there. What it would mean to him as well, Roberto Martinez.
Been here before with Belgium, coached against Didier Deschamps in the past. He's got one of the most talented squads in the tournament to work with. Camavinga in tonight for the suspended Rabiot. Mbappe can't quite get there, and it's now with Bruno Fernandes, who looks to get Rafa Leao away. But Deo Upamecano nice and solid at the back for France. Kante finding Kolo Muani. Now Griezmann. On it goes to Koundé. They're nice and slick in the early stages here, the French. Slicker than we've seen them to this point.
Yeah, that's a great point, Fletch. Moving the ball much quicker, much sharper. 1 and 2 touches. I think at times we've seen slow possession. This is really good start.
Mbappe on the ball for the first time, operating out there on the left, but giving it away to Bruno Fernandes, and now Pepe has it. And here's the hero of the penalty shootout, Diogo Costa. No goalkeeper's ever saved 3 in a row in a shootout in the Euros. He was an inspiration, wasn't he?
It was like he was reading people's minds, honestly. He was one step ahead. It was a remarkable performance from Costa. It looked like he knew where the ball was going.
This is the 29th meeting. Some of the greats have scored in this fixture, from Zidane to Henry, Platini to Ronaldo. It's been a major final, a World Cup semi-final, and tonight they meet for the first time in 4 years. Leao of AC Milan. And a little bit sloppy in there by Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva with that busy pitter-patter stride, wonderfully talented. Vitinha. The winners tonight know what's ahead of them. Spain in Munich on Tuesday. Bernardo Silva pulls it back, and that's headed away by Saliba. Here's Vitinha. Portugal's turn to have some pressure. And now the counter-attack's on for the French. That's fantastic play, though, tracking back by João Palhinha. That's what he does so well, right in the engine room of that Portuguese midfield.
And I'll tell you what, if Kolo Muani gets into that space, they're in big trouble. He's so quick and explosive. That tackle, that's exactly what Didier Deschamps used to do. One of the best in front of the defence.
He's a man who's led France to the final of 3 of the last 4 major tournaments, a World Cup and Euros winner as a player. And he's been in charge of this French side for 12 years. Wonderful feel to the game early on, isn't there?
Yeah, really good. And I think both teams are going to have little spells of possession. We saw France start really well, but both are really good on the ball.
Remember, France are yet to score in open play. A penalty and 2 own goals have got them this far. Portugal have been inconsistent too, and needed penalties and their goalkeepers' heroics in the last 16 against Slovenia. And when you think about the big two out there, Ronaldo and Mbappe, 178 international goals between them. CR7's been the gold standard for 2 decades. Mbappe, the heir to the throne at Real Madrid and at world level as well. But only one of them can be the king here in Hamburg tonight.
Yeah, stage is set. The thing is as well for them, as good as they are, they need a bit of service, especially Cristiano. He's not going to go doing those mazy runs that he used to do. He's got to be at the top of the pitch and finish things off. I think Kylian's got a bit of a free rein today off that left channel.
Cancelo. First time by Pepe to the Paris Saint-Germain fullback Nuno Mendes. Given away though to Tchouaméni. Pepe starting at the European Championships at the age of 41. What an example he is to footballers around the world about conditioning, professionalism, to still be here at this age playing to this standard.
Honestly, Fletch, I can't believe it. I'm 43, I've been retired for 10 years.
Vitinha. Pepe to Vitinha.
We see a lot of careful possession, you know, not take any risks early on.
The big challenge here for France tonight, or rather for Portugal tonight, is to score against this French team. Haven't been behind for a single second in the tournament. It's quite a formidable defensive unit, anchored by William Saliba, who I don't think's made a mistake so far in the competition.
And they've got Jules Koundé. You know, Hernandez has been terrific. Then you got Kante and Tchouaméni in front with Camavinga. Goalkeeper's terrific. No wonder, Fletch. Defensively, they're so good.
Here's the exciting Rafa Leao. Nuno Mendes. Away by Tchouaméni. He's got a big job to do tonight, Tchouaméni, at the base of that French midfield.
Yeah. He's a really good player at the base. It's probably best when he's on the ball passing. Just saw a little cameo of Rafa Leao and Nuno Mendes. They've got a lot of pace down that left side.
All 3 players in the French midfield have won at least 1 Champions League. N'Golo Kante, Eduardo Camavinga and Aurelien Tchouaméni. Fantastic midfield 3. Kalinic on his way to the Bundesliga and Bayern Munich, but his concentration tonight is completely on this Euro 2024 quarter-final. Mendes, Ronaldo, Leao. It's a foul by Saliba, who was just slightly too aggressive there for Michael Oliver on Bruno Fernandes.
I love that about William Saliba. You know, he's always aggressive on the front foot. You rarely see him make a mistake.
Portugal attacking the end where the Portuguese flags are being waved inside this magnificent stadium in Hamburg. Free kick taken by Bruno Fernandes, cleared behind for the corner by Jules Koundé.
Yeah, that ball needs to be better. Really, just you want it to drop almost just in behind the penalty spot. That's the perfect area to attack.
So the centre-backs can stay in there. Ruben Dias of Manchester City, Pepe of FC Porto, and Manchester United's Bruno Fernandes is out to take the corner. Always have to keep an eye on Cristiano Ronaldo in a situation like this. So good in the air for so many years. Has to be a better corner than that, though.
Especially from Bruno Fernandes. He's normally so good on set pieces.
France lead the head-to-head, 19 wins to Portugal's 6, the 29th meeting tonight. The last game was a 2-2 draw at Euro 2020. 18 players involved 3 years ago are involved here in Hamburg tonight. Portugal have only won one of the last 14 meetings between these two countries.
I think we got a bit of chess here, Fledge. Showing a lot of respect to each other.
I always think, Owen, and we saw it in the earlier quarter-final, Germany against Spain. This is the stage of the tournament where the standard increases. Wonderful back heel by Leao! And then whipped in by Nuno Mendes. Had to be a better ball, and Cristiano Ronaldo tells him so.
No, and rightly so. He's just got to square it. Cristiano Ronaldo's in a brilliant position in around the penalty spot. Look at this for a back heel. Cheeky little nutmeg on Koundé. That's the third time he's got in a great position, Mendes, and he's overhit it. Just pass it into a centre forward.
He's only 21, Nuno Mendes. Lacks experience on the biggest stage. Only played 21 times this season for Paris Saint-Germain, and he's thrust into this white-hot atmosphere here in Hamburg tonight and has to step up.
No, he won't be phased. He's a brilliant player, Fletch. Physically, so powerful and explosive. Just that final ball. Doesn't have to hit it as hard. Just find somebody.
Koundé. Kante. Mbappe lets it run. Defended on that side then by João Cancelo. That's behind for the goal kick. Don't forget, tomorrow on FS1, the Copa America quarter-finals conclude with Colombia against Panama, followed by Uruguay against Brazil. Coverage starts at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on FS1.
Just a little cameo of that. And Kylian presses the speed up button.
I just wonder in this game if he feels any more comfortable with the mask, because the two games prior to this, it certainly affected him. You could see that.
Yeah, but I think that's to be expected. You know, it's a pretty big injury. I think it looks like he's got a little bit more freedom to play off the left channel, play centrally. Kolo Muani's really a centre forward, but he impacted the World Cup final so brilliantly from the right-hand side.
Bernardo Silva winning his 93rd cap for Portugal tonight. Now Polinia, on it goes to Pepe. This is 141 appearances for his country, and so many of them in major tournament finals. It's been almost 14 cagey early minutes in Hamburg. Upamecano lets it bounce. Rafa Leao coming across. And the Bayern Munich defender nice and strong on this side for France. What about N'Golo Kante's record in this tournament? 13th game he's played in the finals of the European Championships in a French shirt, and he hasn't lost any of them. 12 previous games unbeaten in this competition. Quite remarkable.
Yeah, the man just wins. He makes every team better. With the ball, without it. Humble.
Well, there's a mistake by Mania. And it brings Portugal a corner. And they're extremely rare, aren't they? Errors by the AC Milan goalkeeper.
Oh, he's brilliant normally. Just takes a poor touch, his first one. Second one wasn't great either.
The only goal he's conceded to this point was the twice-taken penalty from Robert Lewandowski in the game against Poland. In open play, he's been perfect. Portugal now with an opportunity with their fans directly behind the goal, with an opportunity to punish him for the mistake. Keeper takes it well. And he wants to get Mbappe running. Good speed on that side, though, by Cancelo. Really good defending by him.
Really good. Normally in that position, in open spaces, you fancy Kylian Mbappe.
One statistic that's worth giving you at this point, 69% possession after 15 minutes for Portugal.
Yeah, and it feels like a lot of it's down this left-hand side. Bruno Fernandes, Rafael Leao.
Leao up against Koundé. Good battle down this side. Whips in the cross. And then Bernardo Silva looking for João Palhinha. Just needed a fraction more support there, didn't he, Silva? Here's Leao. Ronaldo waiting in the middle. Bruno Fernandes might fancy a pop. Does fancy a pop. Took a deflection wide. He's got gunpowder in those boots when he wants to use it, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, you can't give him that space. It just opens up for him. It comes off Saliba in the end. Manya had it covered anyway. They've definitely got control right now, Portugal. France are just sitting off.
Scored against Turkey in the 3-0 win, Bruno Fernandes. He averages a goal every 3 games at international level. Vital player at Old Trafford for Manchester United. Fernandes whips it in, powered away by Kolo Muani. And the referee spots a foul and gives the free kick to France.
It's not easy to cross against this French team. So many big bodies in there. Keen to go and attack the ball. Kolo Muani with the header there.
Lots of focus on Cristiano Ronaldo, of course. He's played more than 6 hours at this tournament without scoring, reduced to tears by his penalty miss in the last 16. It's 8 games without a goal in a major tournament for maybe the greatest goal scorer of all time. It feels only a matter of time before he gets one. I mean, he can't just stop altogether, can he? I mean, the track record tells you that he's going to get one at some stage. Yeah, it might be a big one for them tonight.
Yeah, he doesn't need to run around as much anymore. He just needs to be in the right position at the right time. What a touch that was from Griezmann.
Theo Hernandez, Kylian Mbappe. One back on that side by Bernardo Silva. Then Cancelo can play it into Ronaldo.
That's all he needs
goes
to do.
Now to Vitinha. They're starting to flow, Portugal. Leao. Ronaldo storming through the middle. Leao whips in the cross. There just seems more dynamism about Portugal right now.
Yeah, good rhythm. The one thing you would say is they played really well, but the last ball has just been missing. I think so far, Nuno Mendes, Rafael Leao played that ball. You want Bernardo Silva, Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes playing it.
Double cover here on Leao. Kolo Muani helping Koundé, but he still wins the corner. Looks like he's up for it tonight, Rafael Leao.
Yeah. Fletch, he's a brilliant dribbler, really positive. I love that when wingers, they just run straight at defenders.
Such a powerful man as well, isn't he? So difficult for fullbacks to deal with.
The thing I like about him most, Fletch, is dribbling. His dribbling is exceptional. The set pieces have to be better, that's for sure.
Fourth corner inside 19 minutes for Portugal. None of them really have troubled France to this point. It'll be Bruno Fernandes again. That was a better one, and William Saliba's not missed a thing all the way through the tournament. Nicely done by Kolo Muani. Space now for Theo Hernandez to storm into. France flooding forward, that's the wrong choice. Given away though to Antoine Griezmann by João Palhinha. Koundé. Camavinga. Theo. He's going to whack one in! And that's saved by Costa. The follow-up missed by Kante. First strike on target for either team, and he didn't half catch it well.
It's so good, Theo Hernandez, attacking from that left-back position. He took the right option, there was plenty of space. He's been so steady though, Diego Costa. You're going to have to beat him with something special from that distance.
He's been linked with Manchester City at the moment, isn't he, Theo Hernandez? I mean, what an addition he'd be to that team.
He's a brilliant player. been in fine form for AC Milan for a very long time. He would improve many a teams. I love that partnership, him and Kylian Mbappe as well down that left side.
So we're past the 20-minute mark, it's 0-0. And the only shot on target to this point has just come in from Theo Hernandez. Portugal dominating the ball, dominating territorially, and we're yet to really see Kylian Mbappe make an impact on the match. Bruno Fernandes tried the nutmeg on Camavinga. Kanté. Here's Mbappe. Looking to accelerate beyond Cancelo. Goalkeeper got there. Kolo Muani was waiting in the 6-yard box. That's the first little cameo down that side of Mbappe where we see how electric he can be.
Yeah, you can't leave him 1v1. João Cancelo doesn't have a chance. He's just too quick, Kylian Mbappe. When he speeds it up, that step over, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Well, it goes by Griezmann to Mbappe. Chouameni now to Kanté. Kunde. Camavinga, Griezmann, Mbappe, Kunde. Good football, this from the French. Eduardo Camavinga. It's just a fraction in front of Theo Hernandez on that side. You could see the idea.
I'll tell you what, that's a good ball. That's a really, really good ball. Look at the pace on Kylian Mbappe. Diogo Costa gets a good strong hand to it. You're not going to beat him from that distance.
I mean, the point that needs to be made, though, in finishing chances is the question that both of them have to answer here. Between them, they've had 39 shots in the last 16 games that they played. And only Jan Vertonghen's own goal counted. I mean, they're getting themselves in a position to score, but they've not been very good at doing that. France have been inferior to Portugal in that regard, but both of them need to be sharper and a lot more clinical around the opposition goal.
One thing I would say is there's been a lot of shots from the outside the box, you know, in this game, in a lot of the previous games.
Bang on the head for the great man. Now, don't forget the Euro 2024 quarterfinals finish tomorrow. It's another double-header. England take on Switzerland, followed by the Netherlands against Turkey. Coverage begins at 11 AM Eastern, 8 PM Pacific on Fox. We're going to be in Berlin with the Turks again and with the Dutch. I mean, I don't know what that atmosphere is going to be like.
Oh, the Turkish fans are absolutely, wow. They blow you away. One of the best things is at the end of the game when the players go in the circle and they tell all the fans to get quiet and then they all just go crazy. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
I don't think the Dutch are going to take it lying down. I think they might have something up their sleeve as well.
I think there might be a few orange shirts in there.
Kunde, Camavinga, Barcelona to Real Madrid. France just settling into a bit more of a rhythm. Pepe across, that's a foul. He got a hold of the man before he got anywhere near the ball, and I think Michael Oliver got that one right.
I mean, it's impressive even... Yeah, it's a foul.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is as well, at that age, you're not going to get in front of a player as quick as sharp as Camavinga. He's not going anywhere, you can have it. Great position for a free kick.
So Antoine Griezmann, who's equalled Hugo Lloris's record for games in a major tournament for France, is standing over the free kick with his famous number 7 on the back of that pinstriped white French shirt. Well headed away by Ronaldo. Little flick by Mbappe around the corner to Theo Hernandez. That's great defending over there, though, by Bernardo Silva. And not the best of balls away, though, straight to Chouameni. goes Kante. Mbappe offside. It's astonishing to think that Cristiano Ronaldo scored his first goal in a major Euros final as a 19-year-old 20 years ago. Statistically speaking, though, Kylian Mbappe is ahead of him right now in terms of career goals. Of course, you've got to win all the Ballon d'Ors and the Champions Leagues and all that kind of thing to be mentioned in the same breath. But in terms of straight goal scoring, Mbappe's ahead of the curve.
Oh, it's remarkable what he's been able to achieve. Kylian Mbappe, 25 years old already in his career. But I guess Ronaldo and Messi have set such standards, it's almost, I wouldn't say impossible to reach, but difficult.
You say he's 25. He played 308 games for Paris Saint-Germain and scored 256 goals. He's their all-time record scorer. And I think we worked out over dinner last night, they've got about 1,100 goals between them for the career. Here's Leao. Gets away from Koundé. That's behind by Upamecano. I think it's fascinating down here. And I'll tell you what, nobody's done this to Jules Koundé in the tournament to now.
No, absolutely no one. He's as close to as a lockdown corner as you get in football. But Rafael Leao was just so positive. Just gets him off balance and he's quick.
I think you'd say right now that Rafael Leao is thriving on Koundé Island out on this side. Ronaldo waits. Bruno Fernandes to deliver. 27 minutes gone in Hamburg, 0-0. Silva. Fernandes. Away by Saliba. And then cleared as far as Mbappe. That's a lovely touch to N'Golo Kante. France on the counter. Straight from Mbappe, no foul. Michael Oliver's thought about it. Antoine Griezmann. Hits his own player, Kante. Now Camavinga. Hernandez. Good block on that side by Cancelo. Camavinga too high.
Again, it's another shot from the edge of the box. That ball from Kante needed to be better. That's nothing. Just goes over Mendes. That's where you want him, breaking into that space, Kylian Mbappe.
Nuno Mendes, who was just struck aside there by Kylian Mbappe in the semi-final of the Champions League, and he was up against Jadon Sancho over 2 games, the Borussia Dortmund and England winger. He had a torrid time, and I think you can get inside the young man's head, and he really struggled that night. It's that lack of experience in the really big moments, the big stage like he's on tonight. It can be an issue.
Yeah, well, physically, you're not going to find anybody, I don't think, quicker or stronger. What Jadon did that day, he got him off balance. And I think that just threw him a little bit. I mean, you get these skillful players like Leao and Sancho, they can do that to you on a good day. You can't outrace him. He's too quick. So you've got to find another way.
Leao's seen plenty of the ball. This time he's dragged Upamecano out. Mania went down and just got there. Just had taken a slight nick off Upamecano as he went in, which could have put a bit of spin on the ball.
Honestly, Rafael Leao just gliding across the pitch, floating. It makes it look so easy. One thing you would say, if you're, Portugal, Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva, Bruno, somebody needs to be there in the box when he's crossing that ball.
Mbappe to go at Cancelo. João Palhinha across, made the most tackles in the English Premier League this season for Fulham. Palhinha, he gets booked more than anybody else in that league, but in a team that's full of creative stars, you'd need that bit of steel and grit in the middle of the pitch, and he's as good as anybody at doing it.
Yeah. He's your middle linebacker, isn't he? You're right, Fletch, you need that because he'll get you an extra 10 possessions a game, which means, you give your star player an extra 10 looks at winning the game. It's so vital.
Little touch by Mbappe. Kolo Muani drops the shoulder. Pepe stands his ground. That's brilliant from Pepe. Brilliant. Wonderful defending. And then good determination by Vitinha as well, not to be shrugged off the ball by N'Golo Kante. Although he's backed himself into a cul-de-sac here and concedes the throw-in.
It was good, Vitinha, but he wasn't going to get out of there. I mean, that was brilliant defending from Pepe.
And for those watching who think, what on earth is a cul-de-sac? It's a road with only one entrance. That's a foul by Camavinga. Talk about young players making a mark. He's 21, Camavinga. He's already got 2 Champions Leagues, 9 trophies with Real Madrid at the age of 21. It's quite astonishing, really.
And he can play in so many different positions. That's what I love about him.
Yeah, he's played centre-back and left-back, as well as various midfield positions in Spain this season. It's a more orthodox role for him today, in there with Kante and Tchouaméni.
Well, the boys in the studio were mentioning how physical and athletic that midfield is. Kante, Tchouaméni and Camavinga.
Play out. Oh, here he goes again.
He's having fun, isn't he?
Looks like he feels tonight's the night.
Feed him. Just feed it to him. He just looks like he's hot.
There were some interesting quotes flying around this morning from the former NFL receiver Chad Johnson about just how good a day of football this was going to be. And I think to this point he's right. All the drama, Spain beating Germany, this one's fascinating. And then the Copa America to come. What a day to watch this sport. If you love it, we love it. Hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, well, a bit like, you know, the NFL playoffs. You know, it gets deeper you get into it, the knockouts, it can get a little bit cagey. The level is so high.
That was brilliant from Tchouaméni to get the ball back to Theo Hernandez. Here's Antoine Griezmann. 134th cap for Griezmann today, 2 behind Giroud, who's on the bench for the all-time lead for France. He finds Koundé. Glanced away by Cancelo. 12.5 minutes to play in the first half. Mbappe on the move. Griezmann.
So much space in wide areas.
Kante. Camavinga. Antoine Griezmann. And that's a really good challenge in there by Bruno Fernandes. They were just starting to weave their pretty passes, the French.
Well done, Bruno Fernandes. Antoine Griezmann was ready to pull the trigger. His first touch just let him down. It just bounced up.
Just get the impression the first goal in this match could be like throwing a match into a barrel of gunpowder. It could ignite with these superstars, creative superstars all over the pitch. Griezmann's cross, Upamecano jumping. Mbappe.
Well, they're doing a good job of doubling, triple teaming, killing Mbappe.
Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Pepe quickly out to challenge. That's never going to find Antoine Griezmann. He's been the star for me so far, Rafa Leao.
Oh, big time. He's played brilliant. Just that final pass has just been missing.
He scored 15 times for AC Milan this season, finished the season really well. 6 goals in his last 12 games. He's certainly seeing the best of him tonight. Up it goes now towards Ronaldo.
Oh, wow.
There was a time when William Saliba would have been quaking in his boots. But even the great man can't fluster this wonderful young defender of France.
No, he's a man mountain. Physically strong, quick, technically brilliant. Even that little turn away from Cristiano Ronaldo. Can't sprint away from William Saliba.
Camavinga. 10 minutes to go in the half. Koundé. Tchouaméni. Griezmann. Koundé slides one in, but Pepe's there. Lovely touch there by Bernardo Silva, supported by Nuno Mendes.
It's just two heavyweights, two experienced managers, so many experienced players out on the pitch as well. You don't have to force the issue early on in the game.
As you can see, Portugal edging the possession. Two teams who feel they can win this tournament here in Germany. Here's Vitinha, fine season in France for Paris Saint-Germain. Leao. João Cancelo. Vitinha, and it goes towards Bernardo Silva. Look who's across. He's absolutely outstanding, William Saliba. He's taken his game to another level since he arrived in Germany.
Yeah, he's been the best centre-back in this European Championships. I think as well, I like he's defending, but then he's not just kicking it away. You know, he's keeping the ball. He's actually making it look far too easy.
Back heel to Cancelo, right through the 6-yard box, and for once Ronaldo, the great poacher, hadn't gambled.
That's all he needs to do, just gamble. Leao at the back post as well, that's there. You're there at the back post. You get a tap in. Just got to make up another 5 yards.
There's Theo Hernandez, Kylian Mbappe. Blame the mask. It's probably the radar, but blame the mask.
Yeah, that's not like him at all. Just want to see him get at people, get it down, just run at people.
We've mentioned Michel Platini quite a lot. If he scores today, Mbappe, he'll have as many goals in a French shirt in a major tournament as him. They had a classic in 1984. France won the Euros that year. The semi-final was a 3-2 win for the French against Portugal. Platini got the winner with a minute to go in extra time. There's a lot of history between these two nations, and they've been involved in some big moments on the world stage. Little foot in there from Camavinga. It's a Portugal throw-in.
When you think about some of the greats, Platini, Zidane, incredible collection of players.
Cancelo. Silva. Alinia. Good run made there by Bernardo Silva. It's in towards Leao, and it's too high. And now there's space coming the other way for the French right-back, Jules Koundé.
And that was a better run from Bernardo Silva. You'll always find space behind the defence if you make that run as a midfield player.
Excellent ball by Camavinga, taken equally as well on that side by Theo Hernandez. Griezmann, Tchouaméni. 5 minutes to go in the half, 0-0. Good chances hard to come by here in Hamburg. Koundé flips one in, Pepe heads it away. Here's Ronaldo, and now Bruno Fernandes.
Tchouaméni must have watched a few Tom Brady clips. They're just sitting in that little pocket and just spraying it all over the pitch.
There's Saliba. He must have been watching the 85 Bears, Saliba, because he's not conceding anything. Acceleration from Vitinha, tried to pull it back towards Bruno Fernandes, but he only found Camavinga. That's one back by Mendes. That's a foul by Kolo Muani, and this is Ronaldo's range.
I've been there with him, and I've said, can I take it? And to be fair, he let me. Bruno's doing the exact same thing.
Well, is this the time that I give you the statistic that's flying around Germany at the moment? He's taken 60 free kicks in major tournament play for Portugal, and he's only scored one of them. So maybe it is time to give Bruno Fernandes a go. I think it's a difficult argument to win.
Well, I'll be honest, he let me have it. He's, you know, he is a good teammate like that, but if he's feeling it, he might want it. This is a great range for Bruno Fernandes.
Well, this has to be about raw power. Ronaldo ready. Familiar stance, familiar look on his face. And so often we've seen him smash one in from this kind of range when it really matters. This time, though, it's Bruno Fernandes, and he can't hit the target. And Ronaldo probably says, I'll take over from here.
That's a great position. I think for Bruno, he can get that up and down. That's why he took it. I think Cristiano's one. He likes to be a bit further out.
Saliba just sold Mania a little bit short there.
No, there's absolutely nothing in it whatsoever. There's rarely even been a bad tackle.
Painful one there for Bruno Fernandes.
And if you just look at both benches as well, Fletch, the firepower on both teams is
astonishing, isn't it? So much talent in both camps. That's why they came here among the favourites.
Yeah, they're probably the deepest team, in my opinion, Portugal. In every position, so many top players.
Cristiano Ronaldo, their captain, talismanic figure for so many years for Portugal. Given away by João Palhinha. Here's Kylian Mbappe. Kunde. It's no foul by Leao. I think he's won that battle in the first half between those two. That's a great take by Bruno Fernandes up against Tchouaméni, who never gave it up. Two of the best in the world at their respective positions, those two.
I mean, the take was perfect. Problem is you can't get away from Tchouaméni. He was just too quick.
Cancelo. There's Palhinha. Leao. Vitinha. Little pocket here for Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Now can they quicken things up here, Portugal? Not like that.
Again, I mean, that's a really good position to be in. Then you just need to slide a pass down the left or the right. You know, that little chip, that's not on. Play into feet.
One thing that struck me with both of these teams when I've seen them in this tournament, they've got really good strikers of the ball in attacking areas, but their decision not to shoot from outside the box, they're trying to warm the ball in, the pair of them, they're looking to score a certain type of goal. Just wondered today whether we might see them be a little more adventurous in that regard. Not so far.
Yeah, I think it just needs a final pass.
And there's half-time. No additional time, no need for any, and no goals to tell you about. Mbappe quiet, Griezmann quiet. And we've hardly mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo. The only shot on target came from Theo Hernandez. That was saved by Diogo Costa. Portugal edged the possession, but half-time in Hamburg, it's Portugal 0, France 0.
Fletch, Owen, thank you very much for now. The Euro 2024 halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM. Jules Breach back with you. Portugal and France are goalless at the break. Coming up, an update on the status of US boss Greg Berhalter. We'll also show you how Spain stunned host Germany in today's first Euros quarter-final. Plus, we'll hear from England manager Gareth Southgate as his side prepare to face Switzerland tomorrow.
Nobody brings you the excitement of Formula One racing like SiriusXM.
Let's go, come on, yes!
Hear every thrilling lap of a worldwide championship chase.
Verstappen takes the lead of the Grand Prix, and Hamilton couldn't hold him off.
Plus, comprehensive pre- and post-race coverage.
That race, that was the best race I've ever seen.
The 2024 season rolls on Sunday morning at the British Grand Prix. Our live coverage begins at 9 Eastern with Lights Out Racing at 10 Eastern on ESPN Extra, Channel 81, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
Get a fast start to your day with the Morning Drive on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. Veteran race announcer Mike Bagley and race insider Pete Pistone deliver expert analysis and insight covering every angle of NASCAR, giving fans an in-depth look into the sport from the garage and around the track. It's the Morning Drive, weekdays only on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90. Brought to you by Boot Barn. Boot Barn celebrates the values of honesty, hard work, ingenuity, and perseverance, striving to offer a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn, proud supporters of the West.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
If you like yacht rock, you're gonna love Yacht Soul. A new SiriusXM channel with the same smooth, but even more groove.
Just the two of us.
And all this week, smooth soul legend George Benson is your host.
Turn your love around.
Soulful and funky. Yacht Soul, year-round in a SiriusXM app and docked for a limited time at Channel 105 on most radios.
Euro 2024 on Fox is sponsored by IBM. IBM, let's create.
Well, as we expect, it is an incredible atmosphere in Hamburg for the second quarter-final of the day at Euro 2024. Portugal taking on France in a rematch of the 2016 final, but we're goalless at the break. Jules Breach here alongside Peter Schmeichel, Daniel Sturridge and Alexi Lalas, where the spotlight has been on both Cristiano Ronaldo and Kylian Mbappe. I mean, sometimes it feels like there's 2 of him, but there has been no goals as of yet and no moments of magic from either of them.
Yeah, I mean, this really has been a battle of the left sides, if you will. Leal on one side and Kylian Mbappe out there on the other. Long-distance shot here from Theo. So, you know, it's going to come here ultimately outside for N'Golo Kante to Mbappe, who puts it in. Again, over the top.
Yep, pinballing around in the box, win it as well. Great burst of pace from Mbappe, though. Very close.
Portugal, they haven't had much. We think Ronaldo's going to take his 61st free kick here. But no, Bruno, he wasn't fooling anyone there. They were well prepared for that one.
Yeah, they were.
But we thought we were going to see Ronaldo score a goal there, didn't we?
Well, yeah.
Well, he's had 61 tries.
I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, but
this whole tournament, everyone's been saying, let someone else take a free kick.
Right.
Then Bruno takes it, everyone says, let Ronaldo take the free kick.
He'll be back on the next one now.
Yeah, he will.
Oh, yeah. He said, you had a go, now it's my turn. Back to me.
Where Portugal have found the most joy, though, has been down their left wing, which takes us to the creative moment of the half, sponsored by IBM, Alexi.
Yeah, Leal down that left-hand side, you isolate him, and there's a game within the game, and then him against Koundé out there over on that right side. And what you want to do is obviously provide him with space. And when you do, look, he's telling everybody. He doesn't try to hide it. He's faster than everybody out there, and he loves to push the ball by. He can certainly create out there too, but sometimes you don't want people running into your space. You don't want anybody overlapping. Just get out of his way, and he can do good things. And they're getting a lot of joy down that left-hand side. And like I said, there's kind of a mirror on the other side with France, with Mbappe here. But man, just keep feeding the bear on that left-hand side, because there's good stuff that is happening out there.
Yeah, there really is. Obviously, no goals yet, guys, but would you say that Portugal will be the happier of the two teams?
I'm not sure about that. I think what is happening here in this game is that no player is going to take responsibility. They're all looking to Mbappe for France or Griezmann, and they're trying to walk the ball in. We saw that one situation where Hernandez had a shot from distance. Mix it up, take chances, gamble a little bit, try to break the deadlock. Leao on the left-hand side, dribble in the box. He's not done that much in the tournament. He's done it today, and it's just the final pass, the end product. Get it a little bit better.
Yeah, we're seeing the best of it. It's the Rafael Leao show, the first half. I think for the second half now, it's going to be how can France cause problems for them. They're not doing as much as I would like to see. We're talking about variations of maybe a worldie goal is probably what's going to separate them, or a set piece, it seems like, because it doesn't look like there's much for France going forward. At least Portugal look very good, though.
OK, talking of worldie goals, England are back in action tomorrow.
Hi, it's Billy Joel here. It's back. All my music on my very own channel, the Billy Joel Channel.
Because you had to be a big shot.
His songs, his stories. There were these two Italian guys that owned this recording studio. Wow, they had a piano, they had microphones, and I was really impressed. I wanted to know what everything was. What does that do? What does that do? What does that do?
The Billy Joel Channel, happening now for a limited time. Sirius XM Channel 79 and the Sirius XM app.
We're constantly making promises to ourselves to live healthier. We're going to exercise more, eat right, and drink right. Well, isn't it time you start thinking about your water? Drinking right starts with Aquasana. Aquasana water filters give you immediate access to cleaner, healthier, extraordinary water. Water that's odor-free and tastes great. Aquasana water filters remove chlorine, PFAS, bacteria, and other impurities you don't want and leave you with the beneficial minerals you do want, like potassium and calcium. It's so good you'll notice an immediate difference in every drop of pure, delicious water. So whether you're washing vegetables or enjoying a post-workout shower, protect your whole home from contaminants with an Aquasana water filter. After all, healthy living starts with healthy water. Visit aquasana.com and use promo code SXM to get up to 50% off select systems. That's AQUASANA.com. Promo code SXM for up to 50% off. Aquasana. Better water, better you.
At Jiffy Lube, we care about cars. In fact, we're kinda obsessed. That's why we've been taking care of business with quick quality oil changes and service for over 40 years. And with things like our Carful Vehicle Review, where our experts will check, fill, clean, and inspect your vehicle, you'll know we'll car for your car like we car for our own. Jiffy Lube. Car more. Visit jiffylube.com to find coupons and save today.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Find out who will finish first in America's second city.
And they say it's hard to pass here on the streets of Chicago. He's proven that he can do it.
Listen to the Grant Park 165 on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio.
Out onto Michigan Avenue in downtown Chicago, Illinois.
Plus, our exclusive driver-to-crew chatter puts you inside the cars as they race through the streets of Chicago.
Thank you, guys.
Don't miss a lap. Sunday at 3:30 Eastern on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
The Euro 2024 halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM.
Spain were the first team to secure a semi-final place at Euro 2024. Mikel Merino found the back of the net deep in extra time to seal a dramatic 2-1 win over host Germany in Stuttgart. England hoping to get to the semi-finals themselves tomorrow by beating Switzerland in Dusseldorf. Here's Gareth Southgate today addressing suggestions that England have an easy path to the final.
I would say that's a classic example of the sort of entitlement we have as a nation that creates drama and annoys our opponents. We're playing a really strong football nation who have played exceptionally well prepared, have enormous pride. As you rightly said, we've never been to a final outside England. We've only had 2 finals in our history. 3 semi-finals, so lots of nations who we might perceive as English people to be smaller have had far better records than us.
Well, England are facing Switzerland in the first of 2 quarterfinals tomorrow. The Netherlands also in action against Turkey in Berlin. Both matches coming your way live on Fox. Now, while it's all gone quiet out of the US soccer men's national team camp since their departure in the Copa America group stage, Fox Sports has learned exclusively that a decision on the future of manager Greg Berhalter is expected around the middle of next week. When US Soccer decided to move on from women's national team manager Vlatko Andonovski following the 2023 Women's World Cup, that came about 10 days after the tournament. So the timetable for a decision on Berhalter would be consistent with the last time US Soccer was in this position. Once we know more and a decision is made, we will bring you the news and plenty of analysis as our coverage of both the Euros and Copa America continues into next week when a decision is expected.
Welcome to the new Undisputed.
Strap in, because Skip is back.
This team is loaded top to bottom.
He's got the Hall of Famers, playmakers.
We coming with some swag.
Game changers. And Lil Wayne is in the house. New team. I'm talking elite players. Here we come. Same Skip.
This is about to be the greatest show I have ever been a part of.
Undisputed. Weekdays at 9:30 Eastern on Fox Sports, Sirius XM Channel 83.
There once was a person whose credit card debt got out of hand. And then the high interest kicked in. But a SoFi personal loan got the hooks of credit card debt out of their back. Their payments and interest rate lowered. SoFi even paid off their debt directly to their lender. View your rate for a SoFi personal loan today at SoFi.com/monster, and you could get rid of the monster of high interest credit card debt. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
At Best Western, we can't promise you the perfect trip to the game. We can't promise a warm, sunny day. Just like we can't promise that the other team's mascot won't insult your team mercilessly. Then again, you don't have to listen to anything that a talking bird says. But we can promise you this. You can find a warm welcome and a comfortable room after a long day at the ballpark. Now that's a win. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Move like nobody's watching. And explore today's dance music on BPM. Your groundbreaking DJs and producers like the Chainsmokers, Tiesto, Calvin Harris, and more. Exclusive DJ sets and the biggest EDM tracks. SiriusXM BPM, Channel 52, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
So as we head into the second half between Portugal and France, it is goalless in Hamburg. What needs to happen in this second half then, Daniel?
More shots, please. More attacking. We're being entertained right now, but we need to see more shots, more creation of chances. Maybe there'll be a few changes from the bench for France. Maybe I think Dembele could come in, Thuram could come in. And of course, from Portugal's side, they have so much talent on the bench, Diogo Jota and these other guys that could come on and help them in the game.
Alexi, who do you want more excitement from?
Well, when we talked so much about the the left side of Portugal and Leal there, is there an adjustment relative to Koundé, or they just say, all right, we're just going to keep rolling it back here? Because if they do, he had him in his pocket for most of that half. We'll see if ultimately it pays off in the form of a goal.
All right, a semi-final place on the line. Back to you, Owen Hargreaves and Darren Fletcher.
Thank you, Jules. Yeah, so we'll see whether we can work it out in 45 minutes, whether we need extra time, whether we need penalties. Just to back up the point that Daniel was making there, Portugal are behind only Spain in most of the attacking categories. So they've got it in them to score the goals. It's whether they can do it in this second half. Neither Roberto Martinez nor Didier Deschamps has made a change at half-time. So it's as you were. France have won 3 of the 4 big tournament games between the nations. Semi-finals at the Euros in 1984 and 2000, and the World Cup semi-final in 2006. The 2016 final win remains the big one for Portugal, and of course that's their finest hour as well. One person we've not heard from tonight is Mark Clattenburg, and he refereed that final, which no doubt he'll tell you about if we manage to squeeze him in a little bit later on.
We love Mark. The thing is, you want the players to decide the games, don't you? If we need him, he's there, isn't he? I don't know what he thought about that handball in the game before.
Like a penalty to me, I must say. In the Spain match against Germany, Cucurella not given, Spain through. Winners of this one play them in Munich on Tuesday. A Spain team without Alvaro Morata or Dani Carvajal for that one. And there are players on the yellow card tonight. João Cancelo, João Palhinha and Ronaldo for Portugal. And Tchouaméni, Griezmann and Mbappe for France.
We've seen all the teams, haven't we, Fletch? And I think we don't say, they've been the best team, Spain. Most consistent. Attack moments, Portugal, Germany. I think they've been the one that stood out the most.
Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Now João Cancelo. They played Mbappe relatively well in the first half, and if you were to sit down and analyse João Cancelo, you'd say that he's a far better attacking fullback than a defensive one, but he did okay against Mbappe in the first half. Here's Leao, and it goes to Bernardo Silva. Ronaldo waiting in the middle, but he's in there on his own. And that's cushioned back to mania by Theo Hernandez. I think they've both been guilty of that. When they get into wide positions, there's only really Kolo Muani in the box for France, and there's only ever Ronaldo in the France box for Portugal.
Yeah, and I think they're hitting the ball in the air when really it should be a little cutback. If you get bodies in the box, 3, 4, or 5, you make it difficult for the defenders. That final pass has been missing from both teams.
It's that stage of the tournament, though, where they can almost start to dream about the final in Berlin, and all of a sudden everything gets magnified and teams try and keep it tight. Little slip there by Griezmann. That's picked up now by Vitinha. And tracking back there was Camavinga for France. He's one of the players connected to Paris Saint-Germain. 9 players involved tonight were in the PSG squad last season, including Mbappe, who's now a Real Madrid player, but that's a club that's extremely well represented here in Hamburg tonight. A lot of familiarity out there. N'Golo Kante, Tchouaméni, Camavinga. Theo Hernandez makes those kind of runs all night. That's really good defending though by João Cancelo. Painful one for Theo, who stayed down. And that's a shocking ball by Theo Hernandez, Cancelo rather. But France not really able to do anything with it though. Strange decision though by Cancelo, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, the tackle was brilliant. Look at the timing of that. You can't get any better. But then the ball. He likes to play with a little bit of risk, João Cancelo.
Could be 1 in and 1 out with those 2 at Manchester City. Cancelo elsewhere, Theo Hernandez going in. Here's Mbappe. Kante, Mbappe! That was nice.
I mean, it's only really him and Messi that when they get it, they just speed up. They have this extra gear. Almost doesn't look real.
Kunde there ahead of Leao. No backlift at all. So much acceleration, so quick. Two keepers here tonight, though, Owen, who have been fantastic in the tournament. They're going to take a bit of beating, the pair of them.
Yeah. Every team that wins in football, club or country, you need a top keeper.
Mendes slipping in behind Koundé, promising for Portugal. Upamecano across. And one or two of the Portugal players just had a glance at Michael Oliver, who stood firm and said no penalty. Upamecano, who gave one away against Poland in the group stage, just pulled out in time.
Yeah, he did. It looked like he did. He just pulled out, and it was difficult. Nuno Mendes was coming at some speed.
See, the flip side of that is, has he dived? And that's Mark Clattenburg's opinion, that maybe should be a yellow for simulation for Nuno Mendes.
Well, he definitely dived.
Yeah.
And a bad one at that.
Tchouaméni to Griezmann. On it goes now to Kante. And Mbappe was who he was looking to pull it back to. Tchouaméni. Might fancy a dig here, Tchouaméni, and smashed it straight at Polinia. Little nutmeg by Ronaldo on Camavinga. The crowd enjoyed that. There was a little ripple around the stadium as it went through the Real Madrid man's legs.
I mean, every player, every fan loves a nutmeg, don't they?
Absolutely.
The thing is, you want something at the end of it if you can.
He might have won the Champions League, but he's got done there. Here's Mbappe. That's a good header by Ruben Dias, and an important one too. Griezmann. Koundé. Tchouaméni. Now Camavinga. Hernandez. Kante. Theo Hernandez in behind, and he can't find Kolo Muani. Koundé drives it back and hits it straight at Bruno Fernandes, and Portugal get the ball away.
Amazing, there's nobody at the back post, Fletch. It's a tap-in. All you've got to do is occupy the space up, get bodies in the box.
France have started this second half well.
Theo Hernandez is a terrific outlet on this left-hand side. There he goes again.
Clipped out there by Tchouaméni. Jules Koundé's cross, not good enough, and Mbappe can't reach it, out for a throw-in.
That's brilliant football. Just play quickly. The thing is as well, those shots, you're not going to beat these goalkeepers with that. It needs to be something special.
Flick by Tchouaméni. Hernandez gives the ball away though to Vitinha. Interesting ball by Bernardo Silva. Not necessarily sure that Pep Guardiola would approve at Manchester City if he's watching.
You enjoy it because you don't see many of them.
You don't.
He rarely ever makes mistakes. Such an unbelievable player. I always tell my son, if you want to watch somebody play football, watch Bernardo Silva.
He's won 6 titles at Manchester City, and he's won the championship 8 times in 10 years, which shows just how important he is to any team that he plays in.
And he can play about 10 positions.
Yeah. Here's Leao. Upamecano had the invitation to get across and leave a mark.
They've gone away from Rafael Leao a little bit. They've got to get in the ball again.
They'll get the corner there, Portugal. It's going to be the signal for Ruben Dias and Pepe to join Ronaldo and the rest in the box. Real Madrid present against Real Madrid royalty.
So it's been a cagey game. Maybe it needs a set piece.
Pepe and Ronaldo, with a combined age of 80, are both in the France box. Bruno Fernandes delivered. Bernardo Silva coming in. That's hit Mbappe in the nose. That's hit him on the mask. Punched away by Mania. Mbappe down. Big moment for the French captain. That header from Bernardo Silva hits him flush in the face. He's on the turf, out of picture, and he's down holding his face. France are attacking here through Griezmann. Polinia got back well. And Michael Oliver, what's he going to do here? Well, the yellow card's fallen out of his pocket for a start. There's Mbappe in a lot of pain. It's all going on.
No, he's really unfortunate, Kylian Mbappe. It was a really well-worked corner, actually. He was trying to free up, I think it was Bernardo Silva.
This is the biggest moment. Forget the corner. This is the biggest moment because that's hit him on the nose, which he broke. He missed the game because of it. This is the moment, look. Flush on the nose, well, right on the mask, and then it's moved it onto the nose. Well, the mask has hit the nose.
Well, fortunately, it wasn't flush on the nose.
Yeah.
It was a really well-worked corner. It was a disguised header from Bernardo Silva. It was so unfortunate, Kylian Mbappe. I'll tell you what, it was a brilliant counter-attack as well.
He needs better pockets, Michael Oliver. Thinking back to the game when France played Belgium, when I saw William Saliba run like that, I never saw Lukaku fall out of his pocket. He stayed in there all the way through. But France are worried about their captain here.
He'll be okay, just a sore one.
By the way, what about those players there? Luis Figo on the back row, there's Christian Karembeu, Lilian Thuram, Robert Pires, some of the great players from France and Portugal.
Luis Figo found a way in there as well.
I mentioned him. Yeah. I mentioned him first. He's the top of the bill in that group, isn't he?
Big time.
That's the moment for Mbappe. This is a pain management situation for France's captain. Yeah. I think the awkward thing there is, from the other shot, you could see the mask move, and it's the corner of the mask that's hit the nose. Should that be a yellow for Polina?
I'll tell you what, that ball, Griezmann needs to play that ball earlier into Colin 1. He's into that space. That was a brilliant opportunity. That's when Kylian Mbappe was down.
That's one that's made his eyes water. Anybody who gets a bang like that, looks like he's going to be okay. The mask's back on. Does just show, though, that despite having the mask on, it's not offering a great deal of protection. That's probably why we're not seeing prime Kylian Mbappe.
That's right. It's not doing anything, really. Especially if you get a knock on an arm or a ball. He's going to feel it again.
So France's captain back on, and Portugal in possession here with Rafael Leao. It's too high for Ronaldo. I just think it's asking a lot the way the game is right now, when you're crossing the ball in and you've only got one player in the middle, and he's up against Upamecano, the goalkeeper, Saliba. I mean, the cross has to be absolutely perfect.
Well, the thing is, Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva, Vitinha, they should be coming up from behind.
We will keep a very close eye on Kylian Mbappe. Don't forget, tomorrow on FS1, the Copa America quarterfinals conclude. Colombia, Panama, then Uruguay, Brazil. Coverage starts at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, and that's on FS1. Camavinga, Griezmann, Koundé. Offside. Kolo Muani. Fans have been wonderful at this tournament, haven't they? From all of the nations.
Yeah, and especially for some of the ones, maybe not the bigger nations, the way they've embraced this tournament. You think about Albania and Georgia, Turkey have been amazing. Scotland were terrific, even though the football wasn't.
Mbappe goes in for the challenge. Portugal have it back again with Ruben Dias. Now Pepe. Surely the last time we see Pepe at a major tournament, he'll be 43 by the time the World Cup comes around.
Well, he's been one of the best defenders, Fletch. He doesn't make any mistakes. And you think at his age, pace would be an issue. You can't. His positioning's so good.
I watched him play twice against Arsenal this season in the Champions League, one of the better teams in European football for movement and the ability to hit you quickly in terms of attacking play. And he was outstanding in both of those matches. Leao, Camavinga giving chase. Leao in for Portugal. What can he do? That's a brilliant tackle by Camavinga. Oh my word, he had to get that right.
That was perfect. But just get this man the ball. Little great turn of pace from Rafael Leao. He just gets it caught underneath him ever so slightly, but Camavinga, that's why he's playing. It's the second or third time he's been able to get in and win a challenge, but Leao's the one.
He looks the most likely to do something for Portugal. Their fans are thoroughly enjoying their night in Hamburg. Corner for the team in red. Bruno Fernandes out to take it for them. Here's Bernardo Silva. They've been disappointed, haven't they, tonight? The set pieces, corners in particular. They've had 7, Portugal, and they've not generated a chance from any of them.
Yeah, just play short then. Play short.
Bruno Fernandes coming in, and Mania was there. And Koundé, the right back, had followed him stride for stride. Mendes finding Vitinha. Chouameni with a foul. It's an embarrassment of riches, as Owen mentioned, on the respective benches. You saw Olivier Giroud there, the all-time record goal scorer for France. Benjamin Pavard was warming up. He's won a World Cup. Some really good players down there, game changers potentially. Cancelo, lovely ball. Bruno Fernandes saved by Mania. Best chance that either team's generated tonight. And it was a Manchester 1-2, City to United. And Bruno Fernandes denied by the goalkeeper. Cancelo now can't find the corner. And just like that, Portugal generate 2 fabulous opportunities.
Just needs a bit of quality. It's there for both teams. It's a brilliant ball from João Cancelo and a really good run from Bruno Fernandes. Probably just needs to try and hit the side netting. That's a second effort from João Cancelo.
It remains 0-0. 61 minutes played in Hamburg, just short of 48,000 fans inside the stadium. And both sets of supporters fully invested in this Euro 2024 quarter-final.
It's interesting when you say about the embarrassment of riches for both teams. Didier Deschamps has made the fewest changes in this tournament so far. He puts the players out there and he trusts them. Feels like maybe Dembele would be perfect. Colomani's been pretty quiet.
There's Theo Hernandez, who's doing his best to attack down the left-hand side for the French. And Mbappe on the ball for the first time since the bang on the head. Here's Kanté. Koundé's gone forward down the right. Challenge made by Palhinha. Chouameni. Chouameni hits one. It's nearer the corner flag than the goal. That's a quite woeful effort by Chouameni. Wow.
It's all about the forward run, forward passing, can beat any defence.
Tell you what, I watched him play a ball with the outside of his boot one night in the Champions League for Erling Haaland against Borussia Dortmund. I think he's one of the best in the world when he plays the ball off the outside of his foot, Cancelo.
Yeah, without question.
Portugal storming forward here with Vitinha. On it goes to Rafa Leão. In he goes! A chance and saved by Mania. Vitinha shot. Ronaldo tried to backheel it, couldn't do it. That's brilliant goalkeeping by Mania. Must have thought he was going to score, Vitinha there.
Well, it's going to take something special to beat Mania today. He's been brilliant. How about this for football? Again, it's Rafa Leão. Great ball. That's what I said. Play a little pass in there. Just great reaction.
Chouameni stopped running, Owen. Let him go in behind him. Then Ronaldo's trying to wrap his back heel around it. Mania quickly up and involved again. Ronaldo slow to get back to his feet, but that was wonderful flowing football again from Portugal, who was starting to find that attacking spark now.
And the goalkeeper just been in the right position every time.
Mania's message tonight, thou shalt not pass. 27 minutes left. Extra time if necessary. Penalties, potentially 2. Bruno Fernandes with a corner. Ronaldo was waiting for it, glanced away. Portugal look the most likely right now.
Yeah, they're moving the ball better. Creating chances as well. Again, it's Rafael Leão. It just feels like he's at the heart of everything. Getting the ball.
It's the first time tonight we've seen Vitinha make that late run into the box from central midfield, and it seemed to take the French by surprise.
Well, when you got a guy like Palhinha that's back in there protecting, the midfield, the midfield players got to gamble. Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva. there's more than enough of them. One of them has to join, at least one of them, probably two, need to join Cristiano in the box.
Had 9 goals this season, Vitinha, for Paris Saint-Germain. He scored in both legs of the Champions League quarter-final against Barcelona. And after Christmas, he did find his goal-scoring touch, so...
He's a wonderful player.
Yeah.
He glides across the pitch. Reminds me a bit of Luka Modric, just the way he glides.
It's a very good comparison. Here's Leao, now Mendes, Ronaldo in the middle. Vitinha.
I mean, Alexi had mentioned at half-time about Rafael Leao. I don't know why they're crowding him there. Just give him the ball and let him get 1v1.
He's as physically gifted as anybody on the field, isn't he, Leao? Tchouaméni on Palinia. That's intercepted by Mendes. Saliba, so cool, calm and collected. Nothing phases him. He just stood there waiting for the ball to come and casually flicked it away.
It looks like he's playing with the younger kids in the playground. It's just...
Here's Kolo Muani looking to come in. Chance for France. Kolo Muani wide. I'm not sure whether it was Ruben Diaz or Diogo Costa, but that was a Portuguese intervention that blocked a goal. It's Ruben Diaz.
Oh, that's brilliant. Last ditch. He's got to finish that. He just needs to lift it over the goalkeeper who's come out. That is the perfectly timed challenge from Ruben Diaz.
So France are making a change. Antoine Griezmann going off. Ousmane Dembele coming on.
Very interesting. That's a big call from Didier Deschamps.
Deschamps, the first manager to make a change. Theo Hernandez. Away by Pepe. Koundé. Saliba. Camavinga.
Yeah, they've been the stronger in that midfield, you'd have to say. Tchouaméni, Camavinga, they've been terrific.
First opportunity here for Dembele. Put Bruno Fernandes on the turf.
That's what he can give you. He just runs at people.
Here's Kylian Mbappe. Took it well and shoots. That's great defending. Nuno Mendes. Fantastic block.
If anybody's going to know Kylian Mbappe, it's Nuno Mendes. His teammate from Paris Saint-Germain.
Feels like it's starting to reach the boil, doesn't it, this game?
Yeah, it's starting to cook. There's so many brilliant players out there. Any one of them could decide the game.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here and sharing it with you once again. This wonderful Euro 2024 tournament, which we thoroughly hope you're enjoying. Really has been a magnificent tournament to this point. So much more drama to come.
Now it's just going to get better. Better every game. I mean, some of the group stages when we were, we couldn't believe it. We were just laughing to ourselves.
The quarterfinals finish tomorrow. It's another double-header, England against Switzerland and then the Netherlands against Turkey. Our coverage begins at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific on Fox. It's going to be another fabulous day. Koundé challenging Leao. That's a Portuguese throw-in. Talk about the manager, the experience that Didier Deschamps has. Not only has he been the manager for over 100 games and got them to all of these finals and won the World Cup, etc. He's also played more Euros matches than any of the players in his squad. The closest to him is Griezmann at 34. Deschamps played 36 times in a French shirt in Euros finals alone.
Yeah, he was such a brilliant player, captain of his country, always taking on responsibility, and he understands the players. He's been there and done it. I think that's a huge thing. He doesn't play the most brilliant football, but he finds a way to win. That's what it's about at this level, winning.
That's it in a nutshell, isn't it? That's how he played, that's how he manages. It's been unbelievably successful for France. Still 0-0. Still no nearer to finding who's going to play Spain in Munich on Tuesday. Leao. Looking to blast past Koundé and whip it back. There's Camavinga. And then headed away by Tchouaméni. Now Polinius' header only finding N'Golo Kante.
It is remarkable, Rafael Leao. If he feels like it, good luck. He just glides by everyone.
Well, there aren't many right-backs in the world as athletically gifted as Koundé, but even he can't live with Leao when he does things like that. Dembele chops away from Nuno Mendes, pulls it back. It's Camavinga! Oh, he's missed it! How has he missed it? He doesn't know how he's missed it.
Oh, it's on his weaker right, Fletch.
What's a chance for France?
Big chance. This guy, Dembele, is a brilliant player. Ricochet up Pepe.
Oh! Has to score.
He's got to score. If anything, maybe just pass it under the goalkeeper's legs. It's always going to go wide.
Even they can't believe it. Look at them, the subs. They can't believe it.
He's not a natural goal scorer. But again, all it needs, Fletch, is bodies in the box. Chances are going to come. That's why Dembele's so good. You know he's going to go 1v1, so you can make a late run into the box.
Both teams are starting to generate good chances. Chance for Mbappe, blocked by Mendes. The miss from Camavinga at the other end. The Bruno Fernandes opportunity, the shot for Cancelo. Starting to build up. 19 minutes left. 0-0. Well, here's Theo Hernandez.
Feels like it could be one of those midfield runners. A little cutback. I think it was Vitinha before.
Dembele drives this one in. Pepe cleared it, picked up by Kante. Tends to be first to the ball.
They look a bit tired, Portugal. Maybe need a change. Think about Neto.
I think they're going to make one. I've just looked down below, and straight away Nelson Semedo has stepped out, so he's going to be the first change for Roberto Martinez. I'm not necessarily sure whether Sergio Conceição isn't getting ready as well. He was the hero in their opening match when he got the late winner off the bench. We're certainly going to see Semedo, the Wolverhampton Wanderers player. Yeah, we're going to see Conceição as well. France coming forward, Dembele with a cross, and there's Pepe. Still defensive smarts and resilience back there for the Portuguese.
Oh, he's been brilliant, Ousmane Dembele, since he's come on. A bit like Rafael Leao on the other side. He's just running at defenders. He's too good. You can't stop him. He's got pace. He can use both feet. Brilliant dribbler.
I think the fact he's standing on Conceição ahead of the likes of Diogo Jota, João Felix, Pedro Neto, etc., Gonzalo Ramos is fascinating.
It'll be interesting where they play. There's a lot of central midfield players out there. You know, think about Bernardo Silva playing wide.
He's a forward player, Conceição.
Be surprised if they took off Bernardo Silva.
Here's Koundé. Dembele's added that extra element on that side, and Pepe's there again, and then Nuno Mendes had to be strong. Whole dynamics changed since Dembele came off the bench.
I would have started him anyway. Great take.
Lovely turn as well from Dembele, moving in, hitting the shot! Flashes wide.
What a... I mean, how long's he been on the pitch? 15 minutes. He's absolutely taken over.
He's done more than any other player in a French shirt. Here come the changes then.
Look how close that is. And he can do that with both feet, Fletch.
That's so close.
Brilliant.
So Semedo for Cancelo, and it is Conceição for Bruno Fernandes.
Don't get that one. Think about it, you know, set pieces, extra time, penalties, leadership,
everything. That's a big call.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks. He sees something.
So Conceição on. His first ever goal for Portugal was on match day 1 against Czechia, 3 minutes after he came off the bench. They'd give a lot of money for that kind of impact tonight. 7 of the last 11 goals in the tournament scored by substitutes, including the last 4.
Well, Bernardo Silva's going to go play central midfield. Vitinha and Paulinho, look, he's got a free reign to go where he wants. Conceição's come out on this right-hand side. He's a great winger, attacker, dribbler.
The only point I'd make, and I know he's got almost 900 goals, but Bruno Fernandes has been so much more impactful on this game than Cristiano Ronaldo, but there's no thought it would seem for Roberto Martinez to take off the number 7.
Doesn't seem that way. And the thing is as well, Bruno Fernandes can play the false line brilliantly. Yes. You know, he drops off, he uses his intelligence.
Semedo involved for the first time since coming on. Now Conceição. Played for his dad this season at Porto. His dad was a wonderful international for Portugal as well. Diaz. Conceição. Vitinha. 15 minutes to go in Hamburg. Extra time to follow, and then potentially penalties, and this looks a difficult game to break open.
Interesting subs, they really are. I mean, Semedo's way more defensive than João Cancelo. You can argue Bruno Fernandes your second most valuable player.
I can understand the fullback change. It was to go on to Dembele on the other side to try and slow him down, but it doesn't seem necessary on this side.
Cancelo played great, didn't he?
Yeah. I just think the taking off of Bruno Fernandes, who has so much of the ball for Portugal, just means they've got to rediscover what they're doing out there for the next few moments.
Right. Just think about big moments. Bruno, he loves the big moment. He'll play that killer pass.
Theo Hernandez across effectively for the French, supported by Mbappe.
He's been quiet since that bump, hasn't he, on his nose?
Kante there ahead of Ronaldo. 2 players who play in Saudi Arabia. Kolo Muani, he won't win the physical battle against Ruben Diaz, I can tell him that, but he might just nick it back here from Vitinha. Free kick.
And for such a little guy, Vitinha, he protects the ball so well.
Conceição. Semedo. Diaz. Paulinho. Camavinga coming back. They'll get the corner, Portugal.
He's been everywhere, Camavinga.
Been brilliant, hasn't he? I think he looks a better player in there than Rabiot.
Yeah,
who's suspended tonight.
Definitely. I think he just gives you more. He's not going to really get you a goal, but I just think he gives you so much.
So they've got to change corner taker. There's the mask, or a version of it. It's going to be Bernardo Silva to replace Bruno Fernandes. Now he's gone off. And that's Bainias. Back in by Vitinha. And away by Kolo Muani. Not very far though. No handball by Kante. Paulinho given away. Koundé. Mbappe. Chops it back inside of Pepe, and then was caught by Paulinho, who gets the yellow card. Nothing more than that, but he'll miss the semi-final if they get there, because he was one of the Portugal players on a booking.
Right, he plays the ball, but it's aggressive.
Yeah, his foot's on the floor, so it's nothing more than a yellow.
No chance. Can't be any more than that. He's there. He actually doesn't need to go to ground. He can stay on his feet.
It's a big yellow, that, though. If they get through to a semi-final against Spain, they would want João Palhinha in the centre of the pitch.
Yeah, he's there, Rodri.
Yeah.
He really is. He's that important. I don't think they can win without him.
No. The cards are wiped off after the quarterfinals, so we don't get the situation where you get a yellow in the semi-final and miss the final. So if you get through this one tonight, everybody's got a clean slate. But if you get booked in the quarters on a booking already, you will miss the semi, and that's Dani Carvajal.
I hate that rule, Fred. I just hate it.
Yeah, it's Alvaro Morata, and now it's potentially Palhinha should Portugal get there.
Imagine you had that in the NFL or the NBA. It's just like...
It's so easy to get booked these days.
You just want to see the best players play.
Couldn't they? Dembele. Kante. Slip from Leao didn't help at all. Kante clips it in, but there's nobody there. If they're going to play like that, they need Olivier Giroud on the pitch, don't they?
Yeah, good shout. Actually wasn't a bad ball.
No.
Centre forwards love to attack that. Rafael just slip.
Serious look on the face of Roberto Martinez, who grits his teeth and wants a little bit more from his team. Into the final 10 minutes of normal time. It has to be decided one way or the other here in Hamburg.
Think about the players he's got on the bench. Pedro Neto.
There's a journey coming up for both nations, one going home and the other one going to Munich. It just depends which direction that travel takes you.
I just would have thought he'd be a bit more ambitious with his subs, Roberto Martinez. João Felix, Jota, Neto.
He's almost put his team into a shell, hasn't he now?
Yeah.
Vitinha behind Kante on that side. Leao moving forward. Kante with the block. Don't forget, tomorrow on FS1, the Copa America quarterfinals conclude. It's Colombia, Panama, and then Uruguay against Brazil. Coverage starts at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, and that's on FS1. We're at that stage of the match where if you let a goal in now, you've not got a great deal of time to get back. It might just make it even cagier.
You just wonder if there's going to be one final push. 82 minutes, but it feels like they're almost playing for extra time, really. The ball's got to be in the box. You've got to get crosses, it's got to bounce.
The two players who have come on, Conceição and Semedo, have spent the majority of the time passing it back to Ruben Diaz.
But you don't want Nelson Semedo in midfield on the half-time. You want João Cancelo in there.
Ronaldo hardly mentioned his name. Upamecano. It's an awful pass. Bernardo Silva, battle of the number 10s. Mbappe won it fair and square according to the referee. Saliba. Camavinga. Is there one moment for one of these nations to win this match in normal time? Lovely turn by Camavinga, but no foul, and then Conceição went in firmly on Theo Hernandez, right in front of Deschamps. It's played on now towards Conceição. He's taken down by Saliba. Yellow card shown to the France centre-back. Theo Hernandez still down, right in front of the France bench.
No, that was clean. Tackle on Hernandez was clean. Saliba gets his arm up. He knows Conceição's coming.
Conceição still down and rolling around. I mean, my suggestion would be just to get back up and carry on. There's clearly nothing wrong with him. There's his dad.
Brilliant player. Played the same position.
Francisco Conceição, who was the son, Sergio Conceição, the father, Porto's manager until the end of this season. Not necessarily sure this is really needed. And Theo Hernandez back on his feet as well. Here's that chance for Kolo Muani, that brilliant defending from Ruben Diaz.
And you just wonder if you could have just lifted that.
This is the best moment, Camavinga. If they go out tonight and he's missed that, he won't sleep.
No, definitely not.
But nor will he.
No, but the impact Dembele's had on this team, they look more dangerous. If they get one more chance, it's going to fall to someone.
Now, surprise, surprise, Conceição's back on his feet. He's got to stay off now. They're going to let him back on anyway. Let's see what Ronaldo can do from here then. He's striding out like he's going to take a pop. I mean, the angle is so much against him here.
It's a big wall, only 3 in it. Over Kante's head.
Little flex of the knees from CR7. Here he comes. Hits it straight into the wall. France are going to send on Marcus Thuram. He's ready down below us. Vitinha. Presumably it'll be Thuram for Kolo Muani. It will. That's the change.
To be fair, fresh one. This is Dad watching Lilian Thuram. What a player he was.
World Cup winner with France. He's going to support his son as he comes on to replace Randall Kolo Muani with 4.5 minutes left. These are the tense moments though, aren't they? Set pieces right in front of the French supporters.
Just need a bit of quality in the set-piece flex. They've been poor.
Well, they're giving Vitinha a go. Bernardo Silva's had a bash. Bruno Fernandes took loads of them. Pepe's in there. Diaz is in there. It's another poor one. It's headed away by the smallest man on the pitch, N'Golo Kante.
Needs a bit of creativity from the set piece. Get a player to come short, get somebody on the edge of the box. We've seen Arsenal do it brilliantly this season.
Ronaldo. Pepe. Is there one last hurrah for two of Portugal's greatest ever players? Portugal's greatest ever player plus one of their great central defenders. Diaz. Conceição gets it back again from Bernardo Silva and then sends it out towards Leao, but that was easy for Koundé, although he's only found Nuno Mendes. Here's Rafa Leao. 4 in the box, but nobody there. Mbappe. Kante. Counter-attack on for the French. Dembele switch to the left. N'Golo Kante hits the shot. Diogo Costa saves it.
They worked that really well, France. You're just not going to beat Costa from that distance with a shot like that. Maybe an extra pass.
He can do most things, N'Golo Kante, but goal scoring is not one of his strengths.
Shooting is not one of his strengths. Everything else, absolutely. He's brilliant.
Here's Semedo. 2 minutes to go. A goal now wins it. Conceição's cross. William Saliba's header. Mbappe. Kante. In goes Vitinha. Now Camavinga. Dembele's back on the right. Running at Nuno Mendes, slipping it through towards Thuram. There's Pepe for Portugal. Anywhere will do. Ronaldo offside. I wish we could have been part of the conversation between Roberto Martinez and his staff when he decided to take off Cancelo and Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot, which is taken.
That needs support. That needs Kylian Mbappe needs to get touches there. You see Ruben Neves about to come on again. Jota, who's probably their best finisher after Cristiano Ronaldo. Neto is such a brilliant player, playing so many different positions.
It's another player who's going to come on who's more of a game manager than anything else.
Yeah, it's good on dead balls.
Yeah.
Free kicks, maybe.
It just seemed as though when Fernandes and Cancelo were on the pitch that Portugal were the team in the ascendancy. Since Dembele came on, it switched the other way. Maybe there are signs here that Roberto Martinez is tightening up a little bit, maybe feeling a bit of pressure. It might pay off, of course. These might be really smart moves that he's making, we'll see. Here's Conceição. Final few seconds of normal time. Semedo delivers the ball in. Saliba heads it away. It's Bernardo Silva. Saliba with a vital block. Mendes. And then Koundé. And they get it away here to Thuram. And he can have a run against Pepe. Let's see what the 41-year-old's got left in the tank. Thuram charging forward. Skips away from Pepe. Nobody's in the box. He's got to go himself here. Pepe makes the challenge. Wow. The Portuguese fans behind the goal, look at them. They're going mad, and so is he.
He couldn't have been more exposed. 1v1 against a player almost 15 years younger than you.
Great challenge.
Stays on his feet. Smart, really smart defending.
There you go. Always been one of the most passionate players in world football. Sometimes oversteps the mark. But he wears that shirt with pride.
He used to overstep it a lot, especially at Real Madrid. Amazing what he's doing at 41 years old.
Stoppage time, 3 minutes. Can France find a winner from the corner? Pandemonium if they do. Not with a corner like that. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe looking to whip one in. Now they'll make the change. And Pellini are coming off to replace by Ruben Neves. I think it's fair to say, people can't see you at home watching this match. You're baffled by some of these changes.
I don't get that one. Unless you're trying to get Neves some minutes before, if they get through for the next game. But you got to win this one first.
He's on a yellow, maybe it's that, I don't know. But so 90 seconds of normal time before half an hour of extra time. Potentially penalties. And I think if you were taking a guess right now, this might go the whole way.
Yeah, it feels that way. It often gets like that towards the end of a game. You just feel that it just kind of drifts into extra time. I mean, players are tired. You know, it's been a long season.
Neves.
Well, that football.
Wonderful. Taken brilliantly by Conceição. Up against Theo Hernandez. Back it goes to Bernardo Silva. Conceição, busy little player, short stride. Neves, can he find the quality? Semedo. Neves, away by Tchouaméni. Koundé. Last chance for France. Final 30 seconds. Dembele has to be now. Dembele coming through, still going. Kylian Mbappe, shooting, saved by Costa. Everyone inside this stadium held their breath.
It's brilliant from Dembele. Comes inside, gets it to the main man. I tell you what, Diogo Costa has been, just catches it. I'm surprised he didn't hit that harder, Kylian Mbappe, or low.
That's it. Extra time in Hamburg. Michael Oliver blows the full-time whistle. Mbappe with the late chance. Let's have another look at it. Inside the D, right foot, straight at the goalkeeper. Both had opportunities. The best chance for anyone. Camavinga's shot right across the face of goal. And we're going to need 30 minutes more to work this out in Hamburg. It's 0-0 between Portugal and France. And this one is going to go long. Extra time on the way. Still got to work this one out.
With 2024 training camps around the corner, SiriusXM NFL Radio looks back at the best moments from last season.
To Brandon Ayuk, it's the deflected.
Join host Alex Marvez as he brings you the top plays of 2023, the spectacular efforts, the game-winning plays, and the reaction from the voices that called the action.
How about that crazy play?
Catch NFL Radio's top plays of 2023 anytime on the all-new SiriusXM app.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
At Jiffy Lube, we car about cars. In fact, we're kind of obsessed. It's why for over 40 years, we have been providing quick and quality service. And with free, instant estimates at jiffylube.com, you can know what to expect, even before your visit. Visit your local Jiffy Lube. We'll car for your car like we car for our own. Jiffy Lube. Car more. Visit jiffylube.com to find coupons and start an instant online estimate.
No one knows the importance of a great assist more than Lowe's and Leo Messi. That's why we've teamed up to give MVP's Pro Rewards members 10 times the points when Messi makes an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th, so when Messi assists, you score. Shop the day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not an MVP's Pro Rewards member? Join today. Visit Lowe's.com/Messi for more details.
Move like nobody's watching. And explore today's dance music on BPM. Hear groundbreaking DJs and producers like the Chainsmokers, Tiesto, Calvin Harris, and more. Exclusive DJ sets and the biggest EDM tracks. SiriusXM BPM, Channel 52, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Portugal and France are heading to extra time. It's goalless after 90 minutes. A French player has yet to score a non-penalty goal at these Euros. Kolo Muani, Camavinga and Dembele all had chances in normal time, but it is still goalless between the two sides. Jules Breach, Peter Schmeichel, Daniel Sturridge and Alexi Lalas here, guys. What have you made then of that 90 minutes?
It's been tense, hasn't it? I feel I have to mention Mike Mignon. He's making 2 incredible saves, one from Bruno and then the next minute from Vitinha. And I mean, that's basically what this game had in terms of chances. But it's been tense, the respect for each other. And I think also the problem that France has of not scored themselves from open play yet. I think, you know, the confidence or the lack of confidence in that has actually shown through a little bit.
To extra time we go then, Daniel. Ronaldo's still on the pitch for Portugal, and you've got a player like Diogo Jota on the bench. Do you think we'll see him anytime soon?
I don't think so. To be honest, I don't, unless they take Leao off. I think Ronaldo will be on the pitch just in case it goes to penalties. But, you know, they brought on Ruben Neves, who likes to take shots from distance, so we'll probably see a couple of those. Dembele's been very good. Camavinga's coming off now.
Wow.
So I think
Fofana.
Fofana, who's another good player too, so we, you know.
That's France's best player.
Yeah, but
Very interesting. OK, well, let's get to extra time then with our commentators. Owen Hargreaves, Darren Fletcher, back to you guys.
Thanks, Jules. I mean, there's another substitution that surprised everybody. Camavinga off, because Peter's just said he's France's best player. I think we'd agree with that.
I think Big Pete almost choked there, didn't he, when he saw him going on?
But he's right. I mean,
yeah, he's right. He's 100%, mate. He's been brilliant.
So Youssouf Fofana is on.
He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but you know, it takes a bit of time to get up to speed in the game.
So we've got 30 minutes to work it out. If not, it'll be penalty kicks here in Hamburg, and if it goes to penalties, then Portugal are the nation with more experience, recent experience. Diogo Costa saving the 3 that he faced against Romania in the last 16. And we'll see whether we get that far. 0-0. There's Tchouaméni. What was your mindset when you went into extra time? Because you sometimes see games where we get the teams trying to win it in extra time, but a lot of the time you see teams not wanting to lose it during this half an hour.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to win it, but then you're hoping for people to make mistakes, get in bad positions.
Mbappe to run at Semedo. Did well. Good defending by Semedo.
Extra time's a weird one. You know, a lot of players.
I always think as well, an extra time at this stage of a tournament is a different dynamic again, because they played so much high-stakes football in a short period of time that when you get to situations like this, has to be more telling physically.
Yeah, it does. And it makes it more cautious. You know, so you're not prepared to take maybe as many risks.
It's not as if Ronaldo's missed anything tonight. He's not had a chance that's come his way, apart from a couple of free kicks. And he only took one of those.
Yeah, he hasn't been as active as... Only really Rafael Leao was the one that was a constant threat.
Here's Conceição. Vitinha had a really good chance in the first half, in the second half rather. They brought a great save from Mania. Theo Hernandez easy on that side for him. And Mbappe now being harassed by Ruben Diaz. He won't come off. 41, but he'll be there till the bitter end. Pepe.
No chance. I mean, he's so consistent. Pepe, it really is impressive.
Bernardo Silva, Conceição, skips away from Theo Hernandez, and he goes, Ronaldo! There was the chance for him, and he rushed it. He had to be a fraction more patient and let the ball get into the right spot.
Yeah, it just comes a little bit quick to him. It's brilliant from Conceição. Gets into that space. Brilliant movement from Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, he stop-starts Upamecano there, but he just skies it. I mean, that was really, really good from Conceição.
Vitinha, Ronaldo. Tidied up in there by Tchouaméni, away by Mania. Here's Mbappe, and now Kante. Dembele. Fofana.
It's been quiet, Kylian Mbappe.
There's Marcus Thuram. Kylian Mbappe. Kante. Tchouaméni. Koundé's made the run, but that's well spotted by the Porto goalkeeper, Diogo Costa. Ronaldo flips one forward, Rafael on the move. Mania is there to clear.
He's been the main man, hasn't he? And yeah, been terrific. Made some big saves.
It's been a good tournament for goalkeepers, hasn't it? The Georgian goalkeeper was outstanding. Diogo Costa's been brilliant. Mania. What about the save that Gunok made the other night for Turkey? That's one of the best saves I've ever seen. I mean, it's been a great tournament for keepers.
Yeah, that's one of the best saves I've seen, I think, live in the game. Also context late in the game.
Yeah.
To get them into the knockouts.
We'll see Turkey tomorrow night when they play the Netherlands in Berlin. It's going to be an absolute fiesta. Atmosphere in the stadium in Berlin is going to be off the scale.
I think we might struggle to get some lunch in Berlin. And how many Turkish fans are expected in Berlin?
700,000 live there, I'm told. Good luck getting a ticket. Semedo.
So we'll stick to room service then.
I think so. I think so. England, Switzerland before that, so a double header again tomorrow. This wonderful tournament, Euro 2024, building to a climax. 11 a.m. Eastern, it all starts on Fox tomorrow. Make sure you're with us. Vitinha. Away by Theo Hernandez. Thuram. Handball. Bernardo Silva. Francisco Conceição. Ronaldo too high for him, away by Jules Koundé. Dembele spinning away from Nuno Mendes. Means that Ruben Neves has got to drop back into a left-back position, and he won't be able to live with Dembele. And look at the ground he's making up. He's away from Pepe as well. He plays it now to Mbappe. Is this the moment for France? Kylian Mbappe, great block. Pepe's got back there to make the block.
Ousmane Dembele, take a bow. I mean, that was beautiful.
What about this fella?
Oh, he's honestly, I can't believe he's 41 years old. Defensively, he's been immaculate in this game. But the dribble from Dembele was beautiful. He should have shot, really.
Forget Benjamin Button. Just have a look at Pepe. Thuram, Mbappe, Thuram! Had to be a better finish. Had to be a better finish.
Just sloppy. He's just leaning back on his weaker left. I think Didier Deschamps, he's just got to get the ball to him.
What about that for a hat? I want one of those. I want a flat cap with a baguette sewn on the side.
I think he's French.
I want one of those. Brilliant. Hat of the tournament. Nil-nil. That's why he's a lesson to anybody watching. The fact that he was one of the players beaten by Dembele during the run, but when they needed somebody to block it, he picked himself up against Pepe to get goal side and be the man to be there for his country.
Those tackles, those challenges are priceless. They really are. His timing, Pepe, is remarkable.
His heart's as big as the stadium. Bernardo Silva to Conceição, and it went towards Semedo. Given away to William Saliba. Upamecano too strong for Ronaldo. Dembele. Good tackle by Nuno Mendes. Wins the throw in too.
That's the first time he's lost at Dembele since he's come on.
6 minutes to go in the first period of extra time in Hamburg. Portugal 0, France 0, Spain in Munich awaiting the winners. They went to extra time earlier. Winning goal right at the end of extra time. Vitinha. Ronaldo. First time we've seen him run with the ball tonight. Here's Leao. Mendes. Vitinha.
We've seen big strikers come on at the end of games and win games. I think about Gonzalo Ramos, you know, could be such a good option.
Wonder whether there's one more chapter in the wonderful international legacy of Olivier Giroud, the all-time record goal scorer for France. He's available on the bench.
Exactly the type of player. And we've seen Füllkrug do it for Germany.
Diogo Jota's another one who you think can come on and impact this game.
There'll be some questions if they don't advance Portugal.
Conceição. Ruben Dias. Lots of tired players out there, physically tired minds. So much to play for here in Hamburg. Back in 2016, it was an extra-time goal that won the final for Portugal against the French. Eder, on that occasion, writing his name in Portuguese folklore. Here's Conceição and now Semedo. Ronaldo in the middle, Upamecano's header. It's going to fall for Leo! It's a wonderful block by Upamecano! That would have been so difficult for Mania to get to had the defender not stepped in front.
Rafa Leao, he can't believe it. I mean, it's been a game of blocks. There's so many.
Neves. Conceição.
They're probing Portugal. France are just sitting off, just waiting.
Theo Hernandez across there for the French. It's a Portugal throw-in though. 3 minutes of the first period of extra time to go. The Portuguese fans who are singing inside the stadium in Hamburg. Diaz. Neves. Bernardo Silva. Vitinha.
Controlling the tempo now. 65% possession.
Feels like, barring the Dembele run, the entire first period of extra time has been played in the French half.
Yeah. They have more shots, France. They have more shots on target. They're dangerous when they counter. But Portugal in control right now, that's for sure.
Portugal completely dominating the ball. France have almost completely stopped. A, trying to win the ball back, and B, having any thought about attacking against this Portugal team.
They don't look like they're going to score. Just trying to get to the break.
Off goes Nuno Mendes. He's found some extra energy from somewhere. Oh, he's found his teammate Conceição, who flicks one over the bar. A little burst of energy from Nuno Mendes there, had him running away.
Yeah, really good from Nuno Mendes. Not going to beat the goalkeeper from there.
I think this is the Rafa Leao chance, isn't it? That's brilliant from Upamecano.
Yeah, it really is. It's really good defending. Also, I think the goalkeeper had it covered as well. He was making his way over.
It must be so tempting at that point to run towards the ball, but the fact he stayed in position meant he could make the block. Well, that's the best chance of the first period of extra time. We've reached half-time, Jules. It's still 0-0 here in Hamburg, and we wonder whether there's going to be a breakthrough. Mbappe and Ronaldo have both been quiet. Is there going to be one big moment for Portugal or France with 15 minutes to go before we get to penalties?
Yeah, Fletcher, and thanks for now. It does feel like that, doesn't it? It feels like a game that needs a big moment, or this is going to head to penalties, where I think we would all quite like to see it go there now, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would. But we still got another 15. That first 15 was interesting and strange in the way that France kind of set up, almost waiting for penalties and saying, all right, that's it. We're going to pull back and not take the ball. I agree with Darren and Owen. From the moment that Dembele has come into the game, he fundamentally changed France. And God, what a run he had earlier. Mbappe, once he got hit on that nose, just has not been quite the same. But there are moments of magic out there. And I mean, you got to give it up for Pepe. What he is doing, it's pretty amazing. Not just that he's 41, but his energy level and the protection that he provides. And that second effort that we saw in that play, just incredible.
Celebrating blocks is my favourite thing.
I think we've had the big moments. We've just not have had the guys in the right position in those big moments to convert. I think the chance has been there, but it's just fallen to the wrong players.
Peter, you know this man. You know Roberto Martinez.
Yeah, I do.
What's he like? What do you think he'll be like in a situation like this?
Roberto Martinez is a very, very knowledgeable man about football. Tactically, he is incredibly shrewd. He has a great talent for communicating how he sees the game, what he sees, and makes it easy. So, you know, I've worked on TV with him, and sometimes I'm thinking, whoa, I never thought about it like that. He has got that. You know, it kind of looks like Mbappé is coming off now.
Yeah, it looks like he's been subbed off, yeah.
This is before penalties. That's big, by the way.
Daniel, we saw that knock that he took. It was earlier on in the game, but it seems to have affected him all throughout this match.
Absolutely, and, you know, he showed the will to continue. Of course, he's got to this point. He'll be missed for these last 15 minutes, of course, from a fear factor perspective, but look, they're going to utilise the squad, and it's important that someone else steps up now. They've got, you know, Dembele's been brilliant. Thuram's come on to try and make an impact on the other side of the ball, though. I look at Bradley Barcola's coming on, so fantastic player for PSG. I've been really impressed with Francisco Conceição on the other side of the pitch for Portugal.
Quick, huh?
And, he's been really sharp, looks really sharp. And then beware of Ruben Neves. Don't give him space outside that box. He'll take long shots for Portugal, and he's known to score goals from distance. So, look, Mbappe off the pitch, though, you know, it's a big miss.
He must be in considerable pain to be coming off there.
That's the reason. You can see with the ice bag there, and you know, he'd had the days to at least get to a point where he doesn't have that pain, and then it gets knocked again, and obviously just too much.
Fresh legs though.
Yep.
Joao Felix, Bradley Barcola, two fantastic football players. Let's see what they can do in 15 minutes.
Okay, so still nothing to separate the two sides. We have the second period of extra time on the way now as Portugal are about to make a change to their team as well. Let's hear more about it with Owen Hargreaves and Darren Fletcher.
So 15 minutes to decide it. And Kylian Mbappe, Owen, taken off. There's Joao Felix, who's going to be coming on. 10 goals for Barcelona this season on loan from Atletico Madrid. He scored 8 times for Portugal. But I think it's the fact that Bradley Barcola's on for Kylian Mbappe that's the big surprise. Rafa Leão is the Portugal player who's gone off. So, give us your thoughts.
Well, Rafa Leão was Portugal's best player. Surprised to see him go off, but Joao Felix is a terrific player. You know, good off that left-hand side, can play as a centre forward. Good dribbler, creative. I can't believe Kylian Mbappe's not on the pitch. I know he's not been at his best and he got a bump on the nose, but he's Kylian Mbappe. You're not taking Michael Jordan off.
Let's see whether it's inspiration or folly from Didier Deschamps. The fact that Bradley Barcola's on, he's only 21, only made his international debut before the tournament started against Luxembourg. That's good defended by Koundé to get the better on that side of Nuno Mendes.
Daniel Sturridge mentioned Barcola. He's a terrific player from PSG. You know, he's a dribbler. You can tell what he thinks by his face.
Yeah. It's not been his tournament by any stretch of the imagination. The two old war horses still out there, though, for Portugal. Pepe and Ronaldo.
They're not going quietly, are they?
Yeah, no, they're going to have to drag them kicking and screaming out of Euro 2024. I always think that Joao Felix is one of the most enigmatic players in world football. He's got everything. Whether he can actually harness it and be the match winner in a situation like this remains to be seen.
Well, even that little take on his back foot turn. You're right, he's quick, technically he's good.
There's nothing he can't do in an attacking sense.
No. It's amazing that he hasn't really found a home consistently.
By the way, he's still only 24.
The talent is off the charts.
Yeah. There are one or two reports he might be heading back to Benfica this summer. So we'll keep an eye on that. Here's Pepe. 14 minutes away from a penalty shootout. Goes towards Ronaldo, and a one by Koundé. Ronaldo brings it down. Here's Ruben Diaz. Little layoff by Bernardo Silva to Ruben Neves, and now out to Conceição. That's nice slick football from Portugal. Conceição running in. There's the cross. Here's the chance. Side netting. João Felix with almost the instant impact off the bench.
Oh, brilliant play from Conceição. He's been terrific since he's come on with that left foot.
Off goes Dembele, running at Nuno Mendes. Good tackle.
Really good. Really, really good. That's hard in open space.
As you say, though, brilliant football from Portugal to set the chance up.
The one thing I would say is I think João Felix got to head this back across goal.
There's an opportunity for somebody out there to make a name for themselves. Moving towards the time in the match when Eder won this tournament in 2016 for Portugal.
Well, he was probably the least fancy name at the time to make an impact.
Absolutely. Didn't score many. Scored one when it really mattered. Still the greatest moment internationally for Portugal.
Oh, without question.
Barcola. Thuram. Free kick. I must say the France supporters look a lot more nervous than the Portuguese fans at the other end.
Oh, it's gotten so cagey. I mean, it literally looks like they're waiting for penalties now. Obviously, both teams are very tired, put a lot into the game.
Of course, we're at that stage now where, yeah, they're physically tired, but mentally they're tired too, and you can often see one little slip of concentration can provide the opportunity to win the game for somebody. It's so important the defenders and goalkeepers at a stage like this remain fully switched on, fully focused.
He's not tired though, is he, Kante?
Not at all. Conceição, as Daniel said, has been really impactful since coming on. Here's Ronaldo, onside, running in. Theo Hernandez too sharp for him. Still got the six-pack, I notice.
Yeah, don't have the burst though. Brilliant defending from Theo Hernandez. He just reads it, gets across him.
I tell you what, Owen, France can't keep the ball here.
No. But again, it goes back to some of the subs that Didier Deschamps made.
Nice turn by Nuno Mendes. Couldn't quite slip away from Koundé. Ten minutes to go. Saliba just about got there, so did N'Golo Kante, who's got the armband on now since Mbappe went off. Here's Barcola. Can't fault the enthusiasm of Conceição. Fofana. Koundé. Here's Dembele. This is the man that France need on the ball.
This is the guy.
Thuram.
He looks like he's out there on his own. Nobody else is looking to be positive and create.
Here's Tchouaméni.
He can from deeper, Tchouaméni. Somebody's got to make a run. There's no off the ball running.
Space out there for Dembele. What a touch that is. Oh, my word. Here he goes, running against João Felix. That's a mismatch. It's Dembele. He's changed the angle and he's hit it over. That's the problem. He does the first bit as well as anybody in the world.
No, he really does.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally gets you off your seat. And the amazing thing is he can use both feet, left and right. He's got speed, he's got technical ability. All he needs is that end product. He'd be one of the best players in the world. He really would. There's a reason he went to Barcelona for 100 million plus.
Yeah. Just finds it difficult to do the last bit.
He makes the first part look almost as easy as anyone.
There are certain players down there in Portuguese red that when he runs at them, you know what's going to happen because it's such a defensive mismatch for them. I mean, João Felix was never going to slow him down.
No, never. The thing is, Nuno Mendes is an amazing athlete as well. And
he's played it quite well, if I'm honest. And of course, they know each other from Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, it's like the top players, whether we're talking, football, NFL, NBA, the great ones you don't stop. You know, they just have their way.
Here's Conceição. Potential match winner down there for Portugal. 8 minutes left. Semedo. Can you imagine this place if Ronaldo gets the winner in extra time?
I mean, he's been quiet, Fletch. He's been really quiet.
I can't even begin to imagine what would happen if somehow he gets the winner.
He's got to get a touch first.
Well,
the thing is, this is now when you start thinking about penalties.
Yeah.
7 minutes away.
He'll play no further part. France's captain, Kylian Mbappe. Dembele. Fofana. Hernandez. Barcola. Good skill by Barcola. Good run by Barcola. Shot by Barcola. Almost made a name for himself.
Well, we've seen some brilliant wing play in the game. Conceição, Dembele, how about that? Skipped in between. Ooh, it's a poor finish. Just got to get it on target. Again, it feels like a game for a Giroud type player, something like that, where just something scruffy.
Well, there's only a fraction more than 5 minutes to go. Coaches down there are thinking about the penalty order, no doubt. Who's going to take one? Who's going to go where? Of course, you have all these plans, but then substitutions change all of that.
It's interesting you said about Diego Costa. He said he kind of changed his mind. Yeah. A lot of subs taking penalties, and he just went on gut feeling. I love that. Trust your gut.
That's Roberto Martinez, Anthony Barry, and then Ricardo Carvalho, the former Chelsea defender, chatting things over down there. Portuguese coaching staff.
They'll be chatting about penalties.
Yeah. And of course they've been there before. Is that a psychological edge for them, the fact they beat Romania on penalties in the last 16?
Big time.
You wonder whether there's a bit of an intimidation factor for the keeper. Might not get that far though. Here's Conceição. Good defending by Theo Hernandez. Done a really strong tournament at left back for France.
Brilliant. I mean, I was on the back of losing to Portugal twice on penalties in the Euros 04 and 06. I mean, they're pretty good at it. And with that keeper, Costa, I mean, it's reading people's minds out there.
Absolutely. Despite the tension, they're always happy to see themselves on the big screen.
I mean, we've had some dreadful set pieces today. Can we get a moment of magic? Get it to the big man.
Portugal fans in fine form. Vitinha out to take the corner. CR7 waits in the middle.
It's marked by Saliba.
Has someone written the captain's script? Down goes Ronaldo, and he's the one that's instigated the contact. Free kick to France.
It's really good defending from Upamecano. Didn't allow him to get a shot off. It's not been this tournament.
Three minutes. Kante. Chouameni. Here's Dembele. That's where they wanted France. Nuno Mendes did well again, but they'll get the corner. It's the signal for William Saliba, Upamecano to go and join the rest of them in the Portugal penalty area. There's Matheus Nunes, the Manchester City midfielder, about to come on. Missiles being thrown at Dembele. Upamecano jumping. Chouameni in there. Ronaldo came from a mile high to head it away. Free kick given to Portugal. Here comes the change. And they're taking off Vitinha. So Nunes on for Vitinha. Has to be for penalties, well, surely that.
You just read my mind. I mean, it can't be for anything else.
So Vitinha's night over. Nunes, who wasn't in the initial 26 that Roberto Martinez named, he came in to replace Otavio. He might have a key role to play in a potential penalty shootout in less than 2 minutes.
I never understood that, bringing people off the bench that are cold into something. You know, you're not up to speed physically, mentally, emotionally. I just think it's a big ask. He's a good player, really good player.
Goes Upamecano, but he's beaten by Ronaldo. Koundé nice and sharp on that side, though. Here's Kante. Chouameni. Final minute of extra time. Koundé. Chouameni.
He's played well, Chouameni, really well.
Saliba. Now Theo Hernandez. He gets it back again from Bradley Barker. Digs deep, charges forward. Theo Hernandez. Fofana tried to flick it, couldn't get the ball to Dembele, and then it's thumped up to Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, lovely skill from Nuno Mendes. Brilliant. Now he finds Bernardo Silva. Is this Portugal's moment? Bernardo Silva. Good chance, good save, Mania. Nuno Mendes holds his head in his hands. Yeah. That was the moment to win the match.
Again, I think Peter Schmeichel said it, just the ball's fallen to the players that you don't really want it to fall to.
Ridiculously stretched now. Thuram. Marcus Thuram. Semedo's back with him. The goalkeeper's there as well. They get on the ball in the end. It's full time. It's 0-0. And we will have a penalty shootout in Hamburg to decide who plays Spain in Munich in the semi-final on Tuesday. These two heavyweights of European football cannot be separated after 120 minutes. The late chance for Nuno Mendes to win it, but it's going to take penalties to work it out. Will it be Portugal or will it be France?
Embrace the power and speed of the NTT IndyCar Series on SiriusXM.
Joseph Newgarden wins the Indy 500.
The season rolls on Sunday afternoon at 1 Eastern at the Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio.
That was sweet.
Nice job, guys. From the green to the checkers.
Flies under the twin checkers.
Hear every thrilling lap live on IndyCar Nation Channel 218, NBC Sports Audio Channel 85.
Alex Palou.
Thank you so much. And on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Madame Giselle senses something in your future. Is my boyfriend gonna propose?
It's a big storm.
Wait, we're gonna get in a fight?
No, a literal storm. Wind, heavy wind. I see a tree falling on your RV.
Oh, that's fine. I'm covered by Progressive.
So, is my boyfriend there? Maybe on one knee?
The entire roof is crushed.
So, no ring.
Be prepared for the unexpected with Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Product features subject to policy terms and may not be available in all states or for all vehicles and covered selections.
Here's what's happening on Sirius XM Sports.
The UEFA Euro 2024 quarterfinals continue as Portugal squares off against France. Fox Sports Radio has play-by-play on Sirius XM Channel 83. Winner advances to face Spain, who knocked out host Germany. For additional analysis and reaction to all the games, tune to Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM Sports. Wherever you are, your team plays here.
So Portugal and France are heading to penalties for a place in the semi-final, but Kylian Mbappe will not be one of France's penalty takers. This was earlier on in the game. He was hit in the face with the ball in the second half, which obviously not great for someone who's already playing with a broken nose and wearing a mask. And he was clearly in quite a lot of discomfort. And after speaking with the manager Didier Deschamps, he was taken off just before the second half of extra time. Daniel, just saying there that potentially it could be impeding his vision, that knock to the nose?
It looks to be like he's in a lot of pain there. And I don't think he would have wanted to come off the pitch. He would have wanted to have this big moment, but he's clearly in a lot of pain. Doesn't seem as if he can continue, and he's been doing it now for many games, so we can't question him wanting to be out there. He's been doing it just today. It doesn't seem like he can continue.
So we're off to penalties. Who would your money be on right
Diego
now?
Costa, yeah. There's only a couple of days ago that he broke all the records. He saved the first three, all of Romania's penalty kicks.
Slovenia.
I mean, sorry, yeah. And what a performance that was. I mean, that was not luck. This was really, really incredible athletic goalkeeping. And to save three, it's never happened in the Euros before. And I can't remember ever seeing it before. So can he do it again? I mean, that's a standard. We expect it of him now, don't we?
Look at this. I mean, we're about to see what I think is the greatest drama in sports, which are penalties. But I think it bears repeating that penalties are not a coin toss. They're not a crapshoot. They are a skill. They're something that you train for. Yes, they are at times more mental than physical. But, coming off that last penalty shootout, I guess there is an advantage unless you've used up all of your luck, because you don't see that too often here. And Cristiano Ronaldo here, obviously staying on the field. There'll be lots of talk about whether that was the right thing to do. But, when he takes his and if he makes his are going to be big talking points.
One thing I will say is we've seen with countries like Argentina, Emi Martinez having good penalty shootouts and continuing and the confidence being high. Diogo Costa's in the same place right now. Saved 3 penalties, he's going to feel invincible. If he can save one, Pete, I know you got something to say here. What are you going to say?
Absolutely, he will come into this with great confidence. But let me just point out that Mike Mignon today, for me, saved France on many, many occasions. And he has been absolutely fantastic in this tournament. So don't just think because one goalkeeper we're going to save 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever it is, it's just going to be down to him, because he's got something to say as well, Mike Mignon.
Okay, well, France have lost their last 3 penalty shootouts. Portugal, as the guys are saying, boosted off the back of their victory in the last round on penalties. Let's see what happens here for a place in the semi-final to face Spain in Munich on Tuesday. Owen Hargreaves, Darren Fletcher, back to you.
So we're all set. I think it's that moment, Owen, where you can kind of stick the statistics into the draw, because this is a psychological battle now. I think Peter makes a great point. Yes, Costa is confident. Mania's been one of the best goalkeepers in the tournament. Significantly, Portugal won the toss, and the penalties are going to be taken at their end in front of their supporters. And France will go first, and they're going to send Ousmane Dembele forward to take the first one.
Well, when he came onto the pitch, he was probably the best player in the game. Absolutely brilliant. And the remarkable thing about him is, Fletch, he can shoot with both feet, takes corners with both feet.
Look at the record he's got.
This guy.
Diogo Costa, last 14 penalties, saved all 3 against Romania. France haven't won a shootout since 1998. They will go first. It's Dembele against Costa, and he scores. So Costa is human in penalty shootouts after all.
The thing that I found remarkable about Costa was it was like he was looking at their eyes. He knew exactly where they were going to go. And that's a good penalty from Dembele.
So first blood to France in the shootout, and now Cristiano Ronaldo, who missed against Romania before the shootout, but took the first one for Portugal in the last 16, and he's the first man up here. So often the man for the big occasion. Is there ice in the veins of the Portugal captain? Yes, there is. He delayed and delayed and he delayed, and then smashed it past the French goalkeeper and into the back of the net to make it 1-1.
Yeah, really good penalty from Cristiano Ronaldo. I just find that one tricky, that stop-start one. Have a look at the goalkeeper. Finishes it really well. This Fofana stepping up to take it. You think obviously with the change of Griezmann going off, the experience of him, Mbappe, other people have to step up. It's a big call.
So the Monaco player, Youssouf Fofana, steps up, 1-1. Dembele for France, Ronaldo for Portugal. Costa waits. And Fofana scores. Both of them down the middle.
Cool as you like from Fofana. If anything, I'd say Costa, on those two, he's gone a little bit earlier than he did in the other game.
Now this is where Roberto Martinez has had to change the order, because against Romania, Bruno Fernandes went second, Bernardo Silva went third. So tonight it's the Manchester City man, Bernardo Silva, to follow Cristiano Ronaldo. And all three penalties to this point have been scored. Bernardo Silva, top corner, brilliant. You cannot save those.
Wow. That's how you take a penalty. No messing about, no stop-start with the run-up, just calm. Take a breath. I guess it's the right way. The penalty's just too good.
A celebration from Bernardo Silva and from Cristiano Ronaldo. The tension inside this stadium, you can almost reach out and touch it.
Well, because of the subs from Didier Deschamps, now Koundé, the right back, is stepping up. I've not seen him take many penalties.
So 2-2, 4 penalties taken.
Just wonder if he stands still a little bit longer.
The 2 French penalties to this point have both gone down the middle. Koundé, that's a great penalty. Wow. That's as good as Bernardo Silva's.
I think that's a bit better, Fletch. He's put a bit of whip on that. My word, that is a brilliant penalty.
This is the 9th shootout in a major tournament for the French. They've only won 3 of the previous 8. Portugal have the better record in penalty shootouts. Relief for Didier Deschamps. And next up, João Felix. 3-2 to France. The last 2 penalties have been world class.
Yeah, who's going to blink?
Listen to the noise. Short run-up. Oh, it's in the post! João Felix hits the post! It's advantage France in the shootout. The French supporters celebrate, and João Felix has that lonely walk back to the centre circle.
Yeah, he didn't look confident. Shortest run-up from everyone. It's not really a great connection either. And doesn't even have to make a save. He just didn't really look like he believed, João Felix. Hasn't been on the pitch very long.
All he can do is watch. Next up, the 21-year-old substitute from Paris Saint-Germain, Bradley Barcola, who'd hardly played for France prior to the tournament starting.
Well, he's taking one because Kylian Mbappe went off in extra time.
This is to give the French a real cushion in the shootout. The run-up is short. Costa waits. Costa can't get there. Barcola smashes it in. 4-2 France. And they can almost taste the semi-final in Munich against Spain.
Well done, young man. The pressure he was feeling there. Picks his spot. And look what it means to them.
A celebration from Kylian Mbappe, whose nose doesn't hurt him now. And from one youngster at Paris Saint-Germain, we flip to another. And Nuno Mendes has to score, otherwise France are through.
Well, he had it on his foot in the game, didn't he, Fletch? With his right foot and just didn't catch it. Not a natural goal scorer, that's for sure.
So the young man who could have won this game with the last kick of extra time now has to score in the shootout to keep Portugal in Euro 2024. Mendes versus Mania. And he scores into the top corner. How's your bottle? That's how your bottle is. He's the coolest man in the room. What a penalty.
He's almost broke the net, Fletch. I mean, look at that. He's absolutely smashed it into the top corner. By far the best penalty we've seen.
Wow.
Brilliant.
So they're still alive, just about, clinging to Euro 2024. But this is the moment for Didier Deschamps and his players. Theo Hernandez of AC Milan striding forward. If he scores, France are through to play Spain in Munich in the semi-final. Diogo Costa has to save it. And Mbappe waits. Everyone inside the stadium in Hamburg hold their breath. Theo Hernandez versus Diogo Costa. And he scores! And France win! And France will play Spain in the semi-finals in Munich. Theo Hernandez the hero, and France march on.
Icon of the game. Pepe as well playing in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be, a lot of the talk is going to be about what this Portugal team was relative to Ronaldo, what Roberto Martinez decided to make this team and playing him. Because let's be honest, if his name wasn't Cristiano Ronaldo, in any other game, in any other situation, he would have been subbed and they would have changed. It wasn't working, and you could have made that change. So, there will be an inquisition, if you will, relative, but it's still Cristiano Ronaldo, and there are some more tears. The guy he's hugging right there, he did his job.
He was immense.
Look, man, these guys have given everything. They've been, absolute legends for Portugal, and this is what it meant to them because they knew this was their last opportunity together with their teammates. France are going to be absolutely delighted at the end of the day. They've shown the grit and shown the confidence within themselves. Bradley Barcola, 21 years of age, taking the fourth penalty, sliding it home. Look, they've been great, and credit to Portugal today. They gave it everything clearly, and it came down to penalties, and that can always go either way. But France deserved it in the end.
All right, so there we go. Tears for Portugal. They crash out at this stage of the competition after giving it their absolute everything. We may have just seen the final match at the Euros for two greats of the game. But France are through to the semi-finals and they face Spain in Munich on Tuesday. Euro 2024 today on Fox is presented by Intuit QuickBooks. We have our first confirmed semi-final match at Euro 2024. Spain facing France on Tuesday in Munich, which is a rematch of the 1984 final that France won on home soil.
If you like yacht rock, you're gonna love Yacht Soul. A
new SiriusXM channel with the same smooth, but even more groove.
Just the two of us.
And all this week, smooth soul legend George Benson is your host.
Turn your love around.
Soulful and funky. Yacht Soul, year-round in a SiriusXM app and docked for a limited time at Channel 105 on most radios.
Hi, I'm Cesar Milan. People are always commenting on how happy and healthy my dogs are. One of the reasons is the food my dogs eat.
Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend is a premium freeze-dried raw dog food designed to support your dog's health, happiness, and lifespan.
Their jaws are more flexible, their teeth are cleaner, and their coats shinier. And why they seem more youthful even as they age.
I'm veterinarian Dr. Marty Goldstein. I've helped countless dogs thrive with one simple concept. Your dog needs a high-meat diet similar to what their ancestors ate in the wild.
Dr. Marty created Nature's Blend using 50 years of nutritional research and experience, helping dogs make incredible turnarounds. Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free bag of Cod Krispies. They're wild-caught, ultra-crunchy cod skin treats. Go to drmartypets.com/Fox or text FOX to 511-511.
Your order is backed with a 90-day guarantee.
All dogs are unique. Your dog results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply.
Why is Navage perfect for allergy sufferers? Rhino Systems Medical Director Dr. Howard Levine explains.
If someone's exposed to allergens, they can get rid of those immediately by washing out the nose. Navage works by pulling saline in one nostril, through the nose and out the other nostril, sucking out allergens, mucus, dust, and germs. Experience on-the-spot relief so you could breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier.
Navage is available at Sam's Club, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or online at Navage.com. Navage. Breathe easy.
Fox Sports at home with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, or however you stream in the house.
Hi, it's Billy Joel here. It's back. All my music on my very own channel, the Billy Joel Channel.
Because you had to be a big shot.
His songs, his stories. There were these two Italian guys that owned this recording studio. Wow, they had a piano, they had microphones, and I was really impressed. I wanted to know what everything was. What does that do? What does that do? What does that do?
The Billy Joel Channel, happening now for a limited time. SiriusXM Channel 79 and the SiriusXM app.
Euro 2024 on Fox is sponsored by McDonald's.
The Copa America quarterfinals continue tonight. Venezuela facing Canada, who are managed by American Jesse Marsh. That one coming your way live on FS1. But in the Euros, Portugal have just crashed out, losing to France on penalties. A disappointed Cristiano Ronaldo walking off the field as another Portuguese legend, Luis Figo, looked on. Jules Breach alongside Peter Schmeichel, Daniel Sturridge and Alexis Lalas. The spotlight was on both Ronaldo and Kylian Mbappe, who captained their respective sides today, but there could only be one winner. And although Mbappe wasn't on the pitch by the end of the game, it was his France side who came out on top. These are some of the highlights.
Yeah, this is Mbappe, and he gets hit on the side of the face. He's wearing that mask, and the mask obviously just jams into that broken nose. And he was never the same after this. Ultimately had to come off the field a little later in the game. But you can see just the worst possible place for that man to take a ball off the face, and he's stung.
This is probably the biggest chance of the game in open play. The ball eventually falls for Camavinga here. Oh, how he's not hitting the target, I don't know. I mean, that's the story of the game. Chances were there. There was a lot of chances. They just fell for the wrong player every time.
Yes, indeed. And in this moment here, we're seeing Kylian Mbappe leaving the pitch. Thinking to ourselves, a man of his stature, surely not. But the pain was too much, and he had to leave the football pitch.
Well, you know who stayed on? Cristiano Ronaldo.
Of course.
The entire game, and took the first penalty. Nice deep breath. Addresses the ball. Hello, ball. Go in the back of the net. Yes.
I've never seen Ronaldo so nervous before he took this penalty. João Felix looked nervous as well. And Daniel, you said that as he came on. He's coming on to take a penalty. I don't like this.
Yeah, but it's never nice doing that. Theo Hernandez here. Look at that.
Great pen.
Last penalty to put your country through. Calm as you like.
Absolutely incredible. So despite the fact that France have still not scored a goal from open play in this tournament, they've benefited from 2 own goals, scored from the penalty spot. They are through to the semi-finals. They haven't been great in this tournament, Peter, but they always find a way in tournament football.
Exactly. The reality of the 2 teams we saw today is that Portugal haven't scored in 240 minutes. They've been in extra time twice now in the knockout phase. They haven't scored, and not to be too harsh on Ronaldo, Alexis said that earlier on. Had it been anyone else, he probably would have been subbed. But they haven't scored, and so France as well. They've scored 3 goals, 2 own goals, and a penalty. And at some point that luck is going to run out for them. I think.
Okay. Well, earlier today, Spain faced Germany in